Alright, chat. I've got bad news and I've got worse news. Alright, I've got bad news and I got worse news. Bad news is I'm running out of lyrics that from Alice in. Well, I'm never gonna run out of lyrics, but like I've used all the good ones. Now I have to. Never mind. I've got plenty to go. All of Dirt is absolutely immaculate, and I love Alice in Chains. I gotta thank my singer for turning me on to him, cause holy shit. I mean, talk about a group of musicians, you know. But anyways, so the real bad news is that I don't know how long I'm gonna stream today, cause as you can see, I am way late to be streaming, and I ain't even showered yet. Uh, I I don't know. Um, I legitimately already feel better now that I'm on stream. I was sitting upstairs feeling like shit. I was like, fuck, I don't want to stream. But now that I'm on stream, it's fine. I can deal. Fucking, I should have brought my water bottle down, but whatever. We're running it fucking dry mouth. You already know. We running fucking, there's a funny joke in there somewhere, and I can't find it right now. But, yeah. We need to fix the mix. We have a lot of mixes to fix. So maybe I just don't worry about fixing mixes right now. I mean, I kind of want to. It's like, let's compare. I know we did this last time, but I forget what they sounded like. So let's compare, fucking, where is it? Georgia's got your next president. Dude, I could start using Skinner lyrics again. That'd be funny. So yeah, this mix. I mean, I'll let it play, but it's so trash. I mean, even on the headphones. It's really good on the headphones. Not really good, but. Yeah, this is fuck. I kind of want to see stories about my crazy ass mom, cause that sounds funny. Fuck mixes. Get to work, Griffin. Sorry. I'm going to fucking remember how to operate my computer. I need to remember how to use my brain. Okay, step 1, view your channel. This is in a playlist. Can I access the playlists from here? No. No. Alright. Yeah, A. So we're gonna compare and contrast these mixes. Yeah, this mix is just as bad. Maybe I'm such a bad singer because I'm tone deaf. Hold on.
Compliments of the chef.
You know what? Fuck it. Never mind, dude. Okay. Sick, dude. Okay. So awesome. I'm gonna open FL Studio. And we're gonna open R. And we're gonna fix it. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're doing today. And number 1, I think, is the panning. So I did a little bit of active listening. And I think that panning-wise, my panning is so terrible. So let me make sure you guys can see this, right? Wrong screen. Still remembering how to restream. I'm not used to streaming in like this late. Usually I've already my brain power is gone. That's my point. So number one, easiest thing, drums and bass right down the middle. Now what I heard was a rhythm guitar all the way to the left, and then I think mostly guitar to the right, and then vocals right here. So I'm probably gonna do something similar to that. But there's, well, I mean, this empty space here is hopefully gonna be filled up by the bass and the drums. So yeah, let's do that. So let's run everything down the middle here. Fucking, yeah, you guys can't fucking see it. Hold on, let me. Yeah. Is that peak? Chad, is this fire? We're gonna call that fire. So yeah, run everything down the middle. And then see what we can. Well, can you guys hear my dryer? It doesn't look like you can. Allegedly, you guys can't hear my dryer.
Slowly burns a hole that sows the path you bleed from bone to bone. You watch the petal fall the field of rose. Changes grabs your fate, tried and fell far outside. Watch heaven's gate as none who enter see your face. If all is gone, then who is fate? Still you rip my holy heartstrings, tearing from my body, writhing deep within. You'll find what you're hiding. What have you become? Now I said we are.
Yeah, I was gonna say everything sounds super thin. It was just because of how overdriven everything was.
The master, never one to be crying after, spilling milk, then return to sender, and I'm sitting in my life. Still you rip my holy heartstrings, tearing from my body, writing deep within. You'll find what you're hiding. What have you become? Now I say
But I just heard a fucking fire alarm. I started panicking. I was like, dude, not now. Mid-mix. Also, I'm doing that thing where I get super quiet because I'm locked in. I'm so sorry, chat. Yeah, so right now, I think, because panning instantly made it sound way more full, so I'm just getting rid of all of the EQ. Oh man, that is not pretty. So I want to make these vocals because I can hear like a very stabbing frequency in the vocal. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same on this. I don't know what the fuck I thought I was doing with this EQ, but I have no idea what I'm doing with it. Can I? Now that, I think, sounds pretty fucking good. Oh my god, that might be our best mix so far. So I just got a little overzealous with the parametric EQ. I was doing too much with it. So lesson learned. It's not polishing a turd. It's garnishing a plate. The food has to look good before someone's gonna eat it. You know. So I need to make sure that the levels are off and the panning is peak, and then after that, then I can go in and I can take down the frequencies and I can compress the vocals and all that. Yeah, that made it sound like actual real music. That's fucking heat, chat. So new vape day, Ria vape, new vape day. Alright. Yeah. I want to get the old one swapped out immediately. Where's CapCut? Can I just rip the audio and replace it in YouTube? Because if so, that would make it so fucking easy. Oh, man. Okay. And that's video link, editor, audio. I want to take this audio and I want to trash it. How do I completely delete this audio? Okay. That's stupid. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to just delete this. Just get it out of here. Just get it off of my screen. Fucking get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it's gone. I'm so sorry, guys. It is gone, but we have an upgrade. Yes, save the changes to this. Oh my lord. Imagine I didn't. Yikers. Anyways, also I need to practice drums today, which I'm excited for because drums are fun. You know, I love drums. We're gonna fucking upgrade this. Oh my god. Couldn't update? Damn, else, dude, that sucks. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, and then I'm gonna make us a new. We're gonna grab the album art. I'm gonna pop it in here, and we're gonna grab us. What the fuck was it? Yeah, no, that's not it. Yeah, that's the one. Yo. Hell yeah, chat.
Slowly burns a hole.
Oh my god, how far am I gone? There we go. Yeah.
Slowly burns a hole that shows the path you bleed from bone to bone. You want the pedal for the field of road. Changes grabs your feet.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Okay. Also, in the comments, if I'm tripping, which I definitely am, you know, that's what I always do. I upload it and then I listen to it a day later. I'm like, I gotta fucking fix this. I don't know if anyone, definitely not. I was watching the view count, but I've uploaded the 2 previous songs and unfelt probably 4. I've probably uploaded between these 4 tracks like 17 different songs, unironically. Different in the sense that there has always been changes. So you guys are seeing, you know, well, maybe not the objective, the best of what I could produce. Yeah, you guys know what I'm trying to say. I don't know why the fuck I'm, being a dingus, an idiot. Yo. I hate that my K and commas are like connected. It fucking sucks. I don't like it, but whatever. We deal. That's what we always do. No, where is it? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. See, we got that one. Where's the other one? There's a better one. Fuck. Did I delete it? I might have deleted it. That sucks. WinLY. Let's fucking go. Next. Publish. Single. Ooh. Alright. Now we wait. %, like ratio, you love to see it. Anyways, fucking whatever. Okay. Yeah, we gotta do some drumming stuff. 'Cause drums are cool, but I don't know if I particularly want to play drums right now. I don't want to be a React Andy either. And my band is also texting me. Yeah. Alright. Fuck. Dude, let's just play some fucking Power World. Let's just play some Power World. Lock in on some Power World. It's Wednesday. Dude, I get paid tomorrow. And then I'm going to pay off my credit card. And then after that, there was another thing that I was going to get, but I definitely shouldn't. I should definitely pay off the credit card and then save everything so that I don't end up in this situation again. We're updating right now. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, primarily fixed, including game freezing. Game is currently, yeah. That's pretty fucking sick. Yeah, so we got, fucking, where was it? Yeah, PvP modes, guild raids, and cross-server challenges. What was the one that I just saw for, yeah. Yeah, 1.0 is gonna have new content and features, which is gonna be sick. Yeah, that goes insano style. I love that. The game is updating. Do I just play drums till the game's done updating? I think I do. And his subject, slavery. Try to figure out something that's gonna be fun to watch. Yeah, I saw fucking Karen Carpenter and it was like, damn dude, she's fucking good. And now I'm thinking, I'm gonna listen to this.
Sound familiar? At
Just 'cause
Mattress
I-
Firm,
just
we
'cause I
understand
can.
there are many problems that can keep you up at night.
This is, I'm guessing, gonna be horrifying. But I also love Lane Staley, and I love specifically Alice in Chains' last album with him, which wasn't, I know it wasn't fucking Tripod, but I love Tripod, man. It's so good.
By 1999, Lane Staley had all but disappeared from the public eye. His last live performance with Alice in Chains had been 3 years earlier, July 3rd, 1996, opening for Kiss. After that, Lane retreated into near total seclusion. Grieving the death of Demi Perot in 1996 and battling a severe heroin addiction, Lane was living a reclusive life in his Seattle condo. His physical condition had reportedly deteriorated. Friends said he rarely left the apartment, choosing instead to paint, play video games, and make music privately, away from fame, away from pressure. In 1999, radio station Rockline was promoting the Alice in Chains CD, Nothing Safe, with Jerry Cantrell and Mike Inez live in studio, and Sean Kinney calling from New York. Early into the discussion, host Bob Coburn was informed that Lane had called the radio station asking to be added to the panel, to which they promptly did. At one point during the conversation in small talk, Bob attempts to hang up on Lane and take phone calls from listeners, to which Lane gets upset.
Naturally, yeah. Sorry, let me put my camera back on so I
One
can.
thing to take away from this is that this is rumored to be the first time Jerry Cantrell and Lane had spoken since getting into an argument during the recording of the Music Bank box set. And if you listen closely, you can hear the awkwardness, and Jerry and Lane barely speak directly to each other. Here's the full audio of the last interview with Lane Staley.
That's so
select
sad.
few. And tonight on Rockline, we welcome from Alice in Chains guitarist Jerry Cantrell. How you doing?
How you doing, man?
Doing fine. Good to see you again.
Last time I saw you was with Metallica, right?
Yeah, in Chicago, I think.
That's right.
Yeah. You were hooked up with Metallica, and you had the Boggy Depot CD out.
Yeah, we toured all summer with those guys.
Yeah, that's a good tour to be on.
It was
man.
very fun, yeah.
Talked to Ted Nugent the other night, and he's going to be playing New Year's Eve in Detroit with Metallica. So that's a good one, too. And also on bass, we have Mike Inez. Welcome to Rockline. Good to see you
Bob.
again.
Glad to be here. The
And-
question is he going to bring the tail back? Never mind.
We'll get to that in a little while. I think I know what you're talking
Dead
about there.
space did not work.
Now, Jerry and Mike and I are in the Hollywood Rockline studio, and somewhere in upstate New York is Sean Kinney, the drummer for the band. Hey, Sean, how are you tonight?
I am fine, Bob.
He was Mr. Livewire a minute ago, and now it's I am fine, Bob. Thank you.
He's a little shy.
People don't know that about Sean. He's a pretty shy
He's
guy.
pretty sensitive, you know.
Well, we'll be easy on Sean tonight, you know.
Touchy-feely fella.
But
I'm a
there's-
touchy-feely fella.
There's nothing safe tonight. I want
Stop
you guys to
touching
know
and
that.
feeling yourself.
The new CD is called Nothing Safe,
see
and this is the
That
greatest album
classic
with a new song,
banter.
but it's really
This
a
feels
lot more
almost
than that, isn't it?
almost
There's some
tragically
unreleased material.
wrong
There's
to be
There's all kinds of
streaming
stuff
this.
on it. I mean,
We're in an evening with Alice in Chains with Sean and Mike and Jerry, and I guess Lane Staley's about the only one we're missing here right now.
put him on the phone.
Lane, are you on the phone?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, welcome to Rockline, man.
How you doing?
Dooley.
Blanche, do they?
Hey.
So, say hi to Sean. He's in Albany, New York.
Hey, what's up, Sean?
I'm in Albany, New York. He came over here with this. Well, I'm over here with this. He's a Arab sheik, and he just says he loves me. He's treating me right. And, so I'm on this vacation with him.
He pays you well.
I think he wants to touch me where I pee, but I'm playing hard
Vacation
to
with
do.
the Haitian?
A vacation with a Asian. There you go.
Yeah, I thought, why wear a condom?
only gonna- yeah.
Next time I'll be in Haiti.
Right. Bad
I'm only
idea.
gonna do it once.
When's the last time the four of you guys talked?
10 years ago.
Last time we were on Rockline.
10 years ago. Last time you were on Rockline. Okay, all right. Yeah. It's a public service for Alice in Chains kind of show is
We
what it
thank
really
you for
is.
it,
Yeah. So, Lane, what's going on with you? How you doing up there? You in Seattle?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yep.
Things going good?
Yeah, I'm holding the town together.
Football
we just-
that glue.
We just played Get Born Again. Sound real good on that,
Spit
man.
that really holds
Oh,
it all
yeah?
together, you know.
Yeah, we just played it. Then you sound really great. Good,
Oh,
solid
right
vocal.
on. Play it again.
You know what? I think we're going to, a little later on, play something that's not on Nothing Safe that's going to be released on October 5th called Sea of Sorrow.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah?
they're gonna play the demo for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Oh, I'm real excited about that.
Try and contain your enthusiasm, Lane.
It's actually a better track. I mean, the track
play Fat Girls.
sonically is better on Facelift, but the energy was a lot better on the demo.
Well, that's why
we
you put...
should just release an album with just every version of Sea of Sorrow, you know?
Get other bands to cover it too.
Yeah, the Sea of Sorrow album. There you go.
That's Lane's favorite song.
Any chance of you guys getting back together and doing any brand new material besides the two that are going to be on the box set?
We'll let you know.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Jerry jumps right in there. We'll let you know. Yeah. Elena, what's your attitude toward that? Are you ready to record again?
Sure, I'd do it anytime.
Yeah?
I really do. I really do love Tripod and Alice in Chains. If this is real. Yeah, that just felt so tragic to have to
I've been
endure.
thinking, maybe I should just go by.
A very private thing to have invaded on, and I was not, particularly comfortable. Not a fan.
And action.
Oh, thank God.
We're about to watch the Two Girls, One Cup video. Brian's seen it. I have not seen it. I saw all the threads about it on the internet. I'm like, what are you gonna shock me? I saw a guy get fucked to death by a horse. I've seen people eat
Yo, that's so fair, actually. I forgot about Mr.
diarrhea.
Haynes.
I've seen it all. So this is supposed to be super disgusting and the most disgusting video ever or whatever. So
I think that goes to one man, one jar, personally. Last pause, I promise.
we're gonna see. I'm gonna watch it right
God, I'm a normal React channel now. Ugh. I was gonna say, you turn that camera away. Dude, he looks already sick.
now.
Yeah, don't you close them eyes. You keep those eyes open. Oh, what a pussy, what a pussy. What a pussy bitch, dude. Come on. Oh, pussy bitch, dude. Get back there. Come on, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Oh, yeah, really. Come on. Come on, you're being such a bitch. What a bitch, dude. He barely fucking watched. They better make him go back and rewatch it, dude. Yeah, she is puking. She's pooping, too. Pooping in places she definitely shouldn't be. Dude, he's not even fucking watching the damn thing. Oh, whatever. Is Power World done? Almost. Yeah, I said I was gonna play drums. Oh, that's so fucking horrific. We're not watching that. Oh my god. This could be fun. Let's just watch YouTube slap. I'm so down with this.
This is going to be so
Oh, fuck.
good.
Oh fuck. Hold up one moment. Yo. What's up? Mahal? Not a clue. I know. Nah, empty barrels ain't doing nothing. Yeah. 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 I have no clue about Evan. Oh, no. Yeah. No, it's no worries, man. Hey, alright. I'll see you there. Alright, peace. Alright. Fucking shit. Fuck. Alright.
Hello, fat fetish artist. I've been hoping to get a good laugh for weeks.
Hello?
Hello, fat fetish artist.
Need a commission?
Yes, I'd like to commission a weight loss comic, please.
What? Hey, you listen here, you son of a bitch! Don't you talk about that!
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty peak.
You stand, you son of a bitch! You listen here, man!
Calm down, man, calm down. It's just a simple prank. A little silly gag of mine.
Just a goof.
I'm no retrobate by any means.
Oh, thank God. I thought you were one of those quacks that don't take my art seriously. All right. What do you actually want?
Right. I'd like a picture of a person in their young college years eating a massive tub of ice cream.
All right, I can do that for you.
And immediately in the next panel, running on a treadmill.
I gotta be honest, chat. I don't get it. I really don't. That could be funny. I wonder if I can find that. I probably could. Not on here, obviously. Rule 34 comments. That sounds incredibly funny. Yeah, I got nothing, man. I don't know what to do. I just want to play Power World, bro. That's what I want to do. A very happy wolf. That looks adorable. Why is there? Can I just like? Same character, by the way.
Greatest problems. Too many people in lines. Tonight, I intend to cut in line as no one has ever cut before.
Batman must take off his mask and turn himself in. Oh, and every day he doesn't, people will die. Starting tonight. I'm a man of my word.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Hey there, Sussy Gussies. What up, primals? Hank Schrader here with a roast of EDP 445. Stop crying about the Eagles losing. Start losing some weight, alright? Lay off the Genshin Impact and the cheese pizza. Stop being Morbiusly a beast, alright? Because if you keep being a simp, then Mr. Beast from Fortnite will slide his horse meat ding dong into your sussy bussy. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know that you've been hanking your Schrader to cupcakes till your left leg goes numb.
I beat my shit till my leg goes numb, dude. Dude, hold up. Can we find this? This is a classic. Yeah. I think this is the one.
Fuck's cracking with it. It's your boy. Eat that pussy 445.
Can't say he wasn't.
Back, you know what I mean? Making cameos and just bullshitting, sitting here at the table, fucking around on Facebook. And I actually can't believe I didn't actually tell you guys about this shit, man. How many times I actually masturbated. Now, of course, you motherfuckers know me. I've been jacking off. I've been up in the porn game, nigga, since 2003. So that's roughly about 17 years. You know what I mean?
True.
And so, me personally, my nigga,
times.
I actually jacked off 25,615 times. If you divide that by 17, I actually jacked off 1,500 times a year. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to fucking let you guys know that. Everybody that's out there, my nigga, that fucking... Sad fucking day, man. I have to. Let me elaborate. And so, and I was like, yo, bro. I was like, I have this incredibly painful feeling on the head of my dick. Would you guys consider changing laws to be a sport? I don't know about you motherfuckers, but I consider that shit to be a sport, okay? And girl, just sit back and look at goddamn golf is the greatest fucking sport in the world. A goddamn sport. If you can do that shit.
Oh my god, we've stumbled upon something beautiful, chat. This is a my life has been made better just because I remember watching the original video, and now, would you guys consider jacking off to be a sport? I don't know about you, my brother, but I would definitely consider that shit to be a sport. If you can label goddamn golf a sport, which is like the most... Oh my... Sorry about the shitty rendition, but that was... I mean, that's peak. Talk about fucking peak, dude. Yeah, this motherfucker's gotta finish loading, dude. I got Power to play. Come on now. But edit this into a shitty fucking video. I'm honestly so happy that we fixed the mix on fucking... Please tell me it uploaded. Could you imagine it didn't upload yet? Oh my god. I'm gonna listen to it because it's sick. Oh, this is... Alright, yeah, when I re-record, I'm definitely gonna record verse and chorus separately. Is that... it's definitely the vocals being too quiet, I think. But something there, the guitar is just so aggressive. And all my shit's damaged. Hate that. I hate having damaged goods, bro. I don't fucking... Yeah. That shit pisses me the fuck off, dude. Need fiber to repair my fucking bow? Let me at least repair this motherfucker. Fuck, we need cloth. need everything that I don't have right now. And this sucks, dude. This is some horse shit. I'm gonna make 2 cloth. Get on that. Go repair this armor real quick. Make sure we ain't getting fucking blasted. I need fucking leather. I don't know what the fuck makes leather. I think I just get leather from killing shit. Which means I should send the boys out. Go collect me some items. Go collect me some items. Go collect me some items. And then... yeah, we got nothing. Nothing there. Do we have a pal sphere thingy unlocked, or is that another level up? One more level up. We do have a power generator though, which is sick. Yeah. So let's go figure out how to level up. We are almost level 30. Well, like we're very, we'll be there soon. So I think we're just gonna literally head in a straight line. Yeah. I mean, we could fucking fast travel. We don't have to fucking walk. We're not losers. We have fucking, what is it? We have more than legs. Fucking getaway sticks, that's what it is. I was trying to remember the name. What the fuck was I doing? Fast traveling. Jesus Christ, what the fuck is wrong? See why I didn't want to stream, dude? Because now my whole shit is kerfuffled. Head here. And then I don't have any ammo for my gun, do I? I don't have any leather. And I don't think I have a melee weapon, which I probably should have built one. That'd be smart. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Chat, what was that? Yeah, I have gigaspheres. Alright, if you really want to fight that bad. Yeah, come on, one more. I know. Your best bet is stay right there. It's just one of those days. Okay, there we go. It's another one. Hell yeah. Easy, dude. Easy shit. Oh my god. I'm literally might die to a fucking goblin. This is crazy if true. Holy shit. Alright, peak, dude. If the goal was to level up, then mission fucking accomplished, dude. We are rolling. Did that just unlock me? Yep. Bam. Bam. Fuck, is it gonna be too cold when I get up there? Shit, dude. That might be the case. Let's see. Let's double check. I don't really want to fuck with any more Gobfin, but at the same time, you know what? I won't pick any fights. If a fight starts, then a fight starts, but I won't pick any fights. Alright, well. I know that I quite literally am doing jack shit right now. I jacked up 25,000 times, alright? Leave me alone. My fucking left leg is numb right now, dude. Straight stroking my shit, dude. I got singles, doubles, I got fucking paradiddles, I got fucking all the shit. The new shit, the old shit. Let's play something old form. Oh, motherfucker. I'm so scared of dying. I can only be honest. Okay. I'm frightened. I'm chilled at the thought. Oh yeah, they're the little fucking, chesty boys. What the fuck are they doing? Are they fighting each other? That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if I mean, you know what? Here's what I'll do. Yeah, I'll hang back here. Oh, fuck. I wish I had my fucking musket. I need his gunpowder, but I think I get that from... Well, no, not killing these guys. I get that from the Syndicate guys, don't I? Because these guys, they don't fucking use guns. They're pussies. Oh my fucking god. Fucking hate Tarantulas, this guy in the back. That's what I'll do. I'll fucking take out support guys if I can fucking move. Oh my god. Okay. Bushy, come on out. We need, these guys have gotta fucking die. Dude, stop fucking shocking my boy, bro. I'm not down with that kind of sickness, dude. Bushy, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I really am. You got that. You got that. You got that. Yo, that's what I'm talking about. Okay. Holy fuck. All that for a chickpea. Honestly, it's so worth. To be so honest with you. Sick. You're gonna come work at, what the fuck is it called? I was gonna say my farm, but it's not really a farm. Come work at my house, my base, my, oh fuck. Oh fuck. Bushy, you're fine, right? Here, I'll pop out surfing. Surfing's a pimp. Yeah, one of them things. The fuck did that thing go? I just want to cop it, dude. Don't fight one of them, so we got a fucking chest to beat up. That motherfucker's gone. Unlike the fucking wind. Alright, Gurgrat. You want the smoke? I'll give you the smoke. Surfing, what the fuck are you doing right now? Kativia, this guy wants the smoke. I got that. Easy. Easy mode. Yeah, easy. Easy. Fucking easy shit, dude. Fucking easy shit. Oh, you're fucking me. Okay. Good news is I figured out how to put it away, which is sick. And just falling. These guys are definitely about to be a pain in my ass. You guys suck. You're meanies. You guys suck. I think these guys want to die. That's what I think these guys want to do. I think these guys just want to die. Not only do they want to, they're gonna. These guys are gonna die. It's inevitable, dude. It's like Thanos. Thanos. Alright. Hell yeah, B-guard, yeah, you just take a little nappy poo. Last thing I need are you guys fucking my shit. B-guards hurt, dude. Don't let anyone tell you they don't. And I'll just climb up. I keep forgetting that I have, like, more stamina than your average horse. Like a fucking, I'm like a minx. Oh, fuck. Some guys right there. Kativa. Okay, you're fucking me. You're butt fucking me. Yeah, Kativia, I gotta be honest, these guys are currently butt fucking my shit. There we go. I was gonna say, can you just fuck them up for me? Yo. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, look at this. This game is easy shit, bro. Easiest shit I ever played, dude. Easiest shit I ever seen in my life. I couldn't sleep last night. Yeah. You got gunpowder? They don't have it. So yeah, they only drop arrows. What the fuck is that? Is that an Elizabeth? It is an Elizabeth. Is it worth, Kativia? Is it worth? I only have 8 spheres left, so I'm gonna say no. What I will do is I will take that guy. Damn, those fuckers can run, dude. Fuck. Where is he? Where is he? I saw his ass. I just saw his ass. Alright, so maybe for those I have to fucking one-shot it with a pal sphere. Which is fine. Okay, well, you know what? It's fine. I respect the hustle. Just too strong, suffering from success and all that. Try not to kill this one. We need him. Could be of use to us. Fucking seed machine gun is pretty sick. Ooh, baby, that was close. Come on, you got that. You got that. Yeah, easy. What? Not on my watch, Buster. Yep. That's what I'm talking about. Give it up. We have not been heading the wrong direction. Peek. This way. Yep. Onward. Onward and upward. There's one of them bastards. I wonder if I can just catch this guy off rip. Damn, dude. Where do these fuckers go when they run away like that? What? Okay. Okay. Oh, I should play some fucking League, dude. That would be fun. That would be a good time. So would drums, but so would League. Fuck, I should practice drums before I just don't practice drums. I'm gonna do that. It's drumming time. I want to do at least a half hour, 15 minutes on the feet, 15 minutes on some jazz stuff, and then we'll see what happens after that. Because once I start playing, it's going to be real hard for me to stop. Just because that's the kind of guy I am. I love the drums. I wasn't lying when I said they were my first love. I love jazz. You hit me with a bit of fucking Mingus. Irishman painfully tries to return. 33 and a third. Yeah, okay. What the fuck is this?
What happened?
Alright, yeah, fuck that. Fuck that. Alright, something. Ooh, sorry. Something for 15 minutes. That's absolutely a horrifying image. This is a fucking banger, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, just one more slot video.
Welcome to the shop. How can I help you out, man? Hey, Mr. Rick, I have something I think you'll be very interested in. Oh, sick. What the heck is this thing? Well, Mr. Rick, I functionalized a hadron collider in order to make a reverse synthesis of dark matter. What? Yep, a physical lump of dark matter. Perfectly fine for you to touch. Are you serious? Well, yeah, things should be fine as long as you don't drop it on the ground or anything crazy like that. Yeah, man, that's cool. How much were you wanting to get for it? Oh, gosh, I really don't know. I was hoping to get maybe $15 for it. Oh, yeesh, okay. Mr. Crazy over here, let me get my expert in here. Now, this here clearly is an abomination of axions and antineutrinos particleized into one singular mass of which we can barely hold with our feeble mind's comprehension. However, I've seen many like it around here, and honestly, I'd probably a solid 4 to 5 countries worth of GDP. That's great, man. Can you speak in U.S. dollars for me? Rick, I would probably put this around $4 to 5 quintillion dollars. That seems like a fair reason. Thanks for turning up, man. Appreciate it. Well, you think you're gonna give me the $5 to 6 quintillion dollars now? Oh no way in hell am I? How about this? I've seen many like this, apparently. I'll give you $5 to $6 and maybe a firm handshake. Hey, man, he just said quintillions of dollars. I don't know where you're getting this stupid fucking figure from, man. You know how hard it was to synthesize this fucking dark matter bullshit? Now, Phineas, you have to understand. The shop has a lot of crap in it, and I can't guarantee.
It's a banger. It's a certified heater. I don't know. So we need 15 minutes. This is so funny, by the way, that my man is just not good enough to show up on the show. Maybe more quite goes hard. I just need a good solid 15 minutes of YouTube. RUS. Remember, son, dying is gay. Ooh, let's definitely learn about how bad Sneeko
Does
is.
this outfit look familiar? This is the same thing I wore last time I took you over my knee and spanked your bottom with some discipline. And I'm happy to...
I love Charlie. He's a heater, dude.
report that these are back in stock and a lot more at moistglobal.com. Last time I talked about you, I used you for a merchandise push as well, so might as well stick with tradition. I bet just seeing me in this attire again has just sent you on a full-blown Winter Soldier episode with your eyes rolling into the back of your skull as you're experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder, because the first video I made on you offended you to such a high degree that you have not stopped whining since. It's already been 3 months, can you believe that? How time flies. You started shit with me by insulting me and my girlfriend out of nowhere, so naturally I responded by making fun of you in return and showcasing the reasons why I don't respect you. But unfortunately I failed to calculate just how much of a sensitive fucking loser you are, because this hurt your feelings to such a high degree it's become like an Armageddon in your brain. 3 months you have continued to melt down about this. The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge, unhinged tantrum and meltdown about the whole thing, and then he sent some of his viewers over. So I was joking with them, saying like, oh, hey Sneeko, does this outfit look familiar? This is the same thing I wore last time I took you over my knee and spanked your bottom with some discipline. And I'm happy to report that these are back in stock and a lot more at moistglobal.com. Last time I talked about you, I used you for a merchandise push as well. Might as well do a tradition. Hiring. also love that you treat this Discord server like it's your PR team, so you have to work on your responses on Twitter because you're not really able to develop on your own. You have no ability to ban people. You can't insult people. Anytime you're pushed, all you fall back is and that's what we're getting from this patch, which is ironic because you're literally I'm getting sidetracked. That's not meant to be close. Am I supposed to do that? No, actually, flusher. So I was on the toilet for quite some insulted you for defending that. We continue. He says, "You know in your soul you would never say that to my face." To which I respond, "You literally have a collage of people I hurt."
Short food break. So I'm fucking starving. Let me turn this fucking click off. There we go.
Hurt your feelings on the internet. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now, you goofy NPC. You think you beat my ass in a fight, it doesn't change the truth. You're still a cuck who also defends child porn. I think this is important to talk about, and I just talked about it recently. When you are getting your feelings hurt and your immediate response isn't to fire back with insults, jokes, whatever, it's to challenge someone to a fight, you've taken a huge L. You've shown that the person has got under your skin, and the only thing you can resort to is a caveman brain of, "I'll beat you in a fight." Sneeko, you beating me in a fight doesn't unfuck your girlfriend from the numerous men that had sex with her in front of you. It doesn't do anything. Everything I've said still stands. Nothing changes. It doesn't even salvage your ego. All it is a pathetic fucking attempt at attention. And I don't think you believe half the things you talk about. I really think Sneeko just panders as much as possible. He himself doesn't even stand by the things he talks about. I really don't think he has any beliefs of his own. He just echoes what he thinks is going to get him the biggest audience / the most money. That's what I think. So this puffing out his chest of challenging me to a fight is clearly attention. That's what it feels like. Because you don't have the same energy for Brandon Buckingham. Brandon Buckingham is more than willing to fight you any day of the week. But with him, you don't want to do that for some reason. Why? Do you not stand by your beliefs when it comes to Brandon Buckingham? He has said all the same things about you that I am saying about you. So why is he exempt? Why don't you want to fight him? That's so weird. This is what you said about Brandon Buckingham and fighting him.
And then finally, when Brandon Buckingham is down to meet Sneeko, he's there to box him. They're both similar sizes. Sneeko would now rather just sit at home and tell jokes behind his computer.
I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, you know, if I lose the fight.
So now it's suddenly cool to just stay at home and keep it all online.
The full video here from Willie Mack is an absolute masterpiece on laying out every pathetic thing that Sneeko has ever done, said, or everything ever. So I highly recommend checking it out. I'll put a link to it in the description. It's a banger. So, as you can see, the people he's confident in fighting are ones that he feels confident he'd win against. I'm 5'6". I think he's 6'1". So the height advantage he feels very confident with. And he has every reason to. He would probably beat me in a fight. But like I said, that doesn't change anything. Everything I've said is still true. You are a cuck, self-admitted, and you have defended cuties publicly, which, by more than just me, by many, is considered child porn. You're pathetic. Beating me in a fight doesn't change any of those facts. I've also been super vocal about how I don't want to fight. Like, I'm not afraid to say, like, I don't want to get hit in the head, right? Like, I'm afraid of taking headshots. It's probably a super normal fear to have, so I'm averse to going into a boxing match, especially one that's just a clout-driven spectacle like this. That'd be completely fucking worthless. And
Dude, he really absolutely violated Sneeko, dude. Yeah, dude. I do want to see what Asmund. Alright, fuck you guys. It's my YouTube channel. Call me a React Andy if you want. Fucking.
For your words?
Doesn't unfuck your girlfriend from the multiple men who fucked her, dude.
This is the same thing I wore last time I took you over my knee and spanked
God
your
damn
bottom.
it. I need a drink. I'll be back. I forgot the bev.
Some discipline, and I'm happy to report that these are back in stock and a lot more at moistglobal.com. Last time I talked about you, I used you for a merchandise post as well, so might as well stick with tradition. I bet just seeing me in this attire again has just sent you on a full-blown Winter Soldier episode with your eyes rolling into the back of your skull as you're experiencing post-traumatic stress disorder, because the first video I made on you offended you to such a high degree that you have not stopped whining since. It's already been 3 months, can you believe that? How time flies.
Yeah, I feel like this has gone on for a while. Now that I think about it, yeah, this has been an ongoing situation.
You started shit with me by insulting me and my girlfriend out of nowhere. So naturally, I responded.
Wait,
Dude.
why did he insult him and his?
I gotta
why
get
did
a
that
cat
even
cam,
happen?
bro.
No one
I got
knows.
a cat cam for the boy. Don't worry. No shot collars. I'm not Hassan.
Okay.
I'm not got
Making fun of
arrested.
you in return and
I'm
showcasing
charged
the
with
reason
sexual
why
assault
I
on my
don't
girlfriend.
respect you. But unfortunately, I failed to
Because I don't
calculate
have a
just how
girlfriend.
much of a sensitive fucking loser
Never
you
had a
are,
real girlfriend. I've
because
had
this hurt
fake
your feelings
girlfriends.
to such a high degree, it's become like an Armageddon in your brain. 3 months, you have continued to melt down about this. The day after I posted my response, he went on stream and had a huge, unhinged tantrum and melt.
Isn't it crazy? Like I'm not on this list. Because I'm pretty sure I talked about this dude before, but I never make the list of all the bad guys. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Oh yeah.
Melt down about the whole thing, and then he sent some
Is that Hassan Piker? This guy right here? Is that Hassan? Did Hassan watch Sneeko? Damn, dude. This is me catching up on everything I missed because I only saw Charlie's. What the fuck happened?
I did mention this
What
insecurity
did my boy
too,
Quite
was
do this? What did
This
my
is my
boy Quite
response
do?
to several allegations made against me, the most serious of which being that I sexually assaulted a former friend and ex-partner of mine named Orion in Orlando, Florida on February 18th, 2018. This is patently false and completely untrue. Not only did I not assault Orion, I never had any sexual contact with him in any way, shape, or form. I have a lot of evidence to...
Damn! Dude, come on, you got
share
him.
backing what I say in this video, including a recording of Orion giving a testimony of this exact interaction from late 2018 that directly contradicts his current version of events. I've prepared what I have to say ahead of time, as this is something I wanted to make sure I had my thoughts in order for when discussing, so if you see my eyes flipping back and forth, that's why. I intend this as a comprehensive look at my time knowing Orion
Understood,
and afterwards, but
brother.
certain things will be addressed out of order as I need to touch on the most severe allegations first. This video will be split into chapters for easy navigation if you want to jump around or come back to any section later. A very strong content warning on this video for discussions of sexual assault, transphobia, slurs, racism, self-harm, emotional abuse, physical abuse, and more. If any of these topics are sensitive ones for you, please use discretion while watching and make use of the chapters if you feel the need to skip any of these topics for your sake. Orion claims I assaulted him in the backseat of his car outside of the Cinemark XD Theater in Orlando before we went inside to watch a 3:40 p.m. showing of Black Panther. Orion alleged that mid-intercourse I didn't listen to him when he said that I was hurting him, and when he told me to stop, I apparently didn't until some time after he had asked. And that all the way...
This is horrific. My own two virgins being bad at sex and hung out with him for the rest of the day. Still one of my closest friends. Prove we were together at that time. I was able to post only for myself after begging him to take pictures because
Through
we were
the
friends.
act, I was continuously telling him, this is what you wanted. Orion says when I did stop, it was only because I got bored of the sex and then I exited the car. He goes on to say that after we got into the theater that I had him buy me popcorn to make up for it.
This is not even like... This is not... This is so unbelievably Ooh, I'm hating. Ooh, I'm hating.
This is entirely false on multiple levels, and I have no idea
Sounds
why Orion
false.
would
I've seen enough. Well, I suppose you
egregiously and
know,
ridiculously
fucking
fabricate
Mizkif,
a
right?
crime of this magnitude. This clip is of Orion describing the same day the assault allegedly took place in a video 4.5 years ago, where he has a very different account of how he felt about that day, even in hindsight looking back at it.
Cut to February, where we met up for the second time, and I remember it was February because we went to see Black Panther. It was fun, and I distinctly remember him getting out of my car, but stopping midway and saying, "Just remember, I really care about you," and then closing the door, which made me feel really good because, you know, this was my best friend. We had met up for the second time. He still cares about me.
Throughout the entire video,
What a fucking... Yeah, dude. That's pretty solid.
that clip is taken from a testimony given much closer to when the assault allegedly took place. The topic of sexual or romantic activity between me and Orion is not mentioned a single time. I'll be going through everything I've been able to gather around mine and Orion's interactions to give my side of how the time we knew each other went and to demonstrate what things Orion alleges happened that conflict with what I have to show. Every single thing I have been accused of, not just from this set of allegations, but the one Orion tried to spread in that video from 2018, have never once been substantiated by any solid evidence other than testimony. The only thing ever backing any accusations Orion made against me was a person saying that something happened, oftentimes while contradicting other things they said when giving separate testimonies. Currently, outside of proving that me and Orion did know each other, did meet up in person, and discussed sexual intimacy over text at some point, none of which is proof of anything malicious, Orion has failed to prove anything he claims I have done. This is my account of that day. When we met up on February 18th, at one point, me and Orion were in a shopping center and came across a store that sold plushies. I saw one I liked that I was looking to buy for myself as a keepsake of the trip. Orion, through what I assume was trying to be polite, didn't want to let me pay for the plush and was very insistent that I let him cover the cost. In general, I like to pay for my own things when out with friends, and around this time is when YouTube was first doing well for me, so I knew I'd have money coming in not far down the line. This made me want to pay for my own things even more. When any of y'all first got a job as a kid or a new position that gave you a higher level of income for the first time, I'm sure you felt the same way. You want to use the money you feel for the first time that you've earned yourself
yourself, to do things for yourself. This plush
So they
was
got the
not a
computer.
shared cost. It was something I wanted to
She's
get
beast.
specifically for me. I genuinely did not want Orion to pay for my stuff when I felt I could finally do so on my own. That is more than likely a pride thing, but it is how I was. I distinctly remember the cashier who was watching us
Yeah, understandable. Like when I at my current job, I make more money than I've ever even smelled. Like I make like a livable wage. I'm part-time now for personal reasons. And but yeah, like finally having that freedom to be like, yeah, I'm just going to drop $800 on a guitar cuz I can is so rewarding, and I totally understand through and through what my man's, what he's going through.
About it at checkout say something
Not
along the
this
lines
whole
of
thing.
sometimes you just gotta let them pay for it in a cheeky young love kind of way. After going back and forth on it some, I directly communicated to Orion that I would be more comfortable if he let me pay for it myself, and I tried to be as direct and clear with this as possible. In response, Orion said something to the effect of, okay, I'll let you buy it if you give me a kiss later. This was a weirdly identical mirror to a similar situation that happened over text the day before, which I will be sharing. This time though, I didn't get to just put the phone down and not engage. I'm actively looking to buy this thing in the moment, and Orion is right in front of me. I regret agreeing to their proposal in hindsight, and maybe if I hadn't, Orion would have stopped pushing at some point, but in this somewhat awkward situation, my brain sees that as the most immediate way out of an uncomfortable spot and to pay for the item myself like I wanted. At the time, I took the comment to be lighthearted and honestly didn't think it was something that was going to get followed through on. Later that day though, Orion and I are in the driver's seat and passenger seat of his car respectively when the topic of the kiss comes up again. What I'm about to say is not a standard of consent I would have applied to anybody else back then, and it's something I've learned is also true for me and I'm deserving of as I got older. Back then though, I was a lot younger, I was 17 and had complete shit for brains. In my head I'm thinking, fuck, that's right, I did agree to that. Since it's come up again, I'm thinking that Orion meant it seriously and I misread the situation, and that it would be shitty to now pull out of something I'd already committed to. That is not how consent works in the slightest, even on something as relatively small as a kiss, but despite my hesitance, I did kiss Orion once. That's it. That's all we ever did. Immediately after, I was feeling weird about it. I wasn't exactly enthusiastic about the event in the first place, and I didn't want to go any further with it, so we didn't. I am not trying to paint this as some instance of me being assaulted or violated, and me and Orion can both only give our personal accounts as there wasn't a camera in the car that day, but the dynamic we had regarding sex and intimate contact is significantly different than what Orion made it out to be. And my account is far more in line with not only incidents prior to the meetup, but the type of thing Orion was saying he'd do to me just the day before. Like I said, I never had sex with Orion, and the popcorn I had him apparently buy for me is something I explicitly said the day before we met up that I would buy for Orion. After asking multiple times how much I owed Orion for my movie ticket, he wouldn't let me pay him back for the cost. Again, this is literally the day before we saw each other in real life, and I was in that same mindset of wanting to pay for my own things with my own money. I responded to him, fine, then I'm buying your snacks, as that was meant as a compromise on my part. I figured if he wasn't going to budge on the tickets, I can at least do this thing to contribute, even if it was a bit uneven. In my head, it was at least something. We go back and forth over text where Orion keeps trying not to let me buy even his snacks, but I'm standing my ground, and after the third time he tried to get me to not pay for it, I just stopped responding because I had already said is still insistent on this. He texted me a brand new proposal saying, if you pay for snacks, I will smooch you. You don't want that now, do you? And yeah, quite frankly, I didn't want that. This is a lighthearted text exchange, so I'm not going to send in all caps, I do not consent or something.
Peak.
No? Is it all set? Alright, cool. So the other thing is that Amelia is actually going to have a friend, Emma, over in a little bit, and they are going to watch a movie down here, probably in about a half hour or so. At that point, she would appreciate no drums. You could be in here, like, crushing it, whatever, on your computer, but if you wanted to play drums for a little while, I know you just did, but there'll probably be a window of an hour and a half, 2 hours worth of watching the movie.
Yeah, beautiful. All right, Peak.
All good, man?
For the most part, yeah. I'm just, as you said, just crushing the computer.
Nice.
Yeah. Just thinking I gotta get a cat cam because of how often Leon is chilling under my desk.
Oh, nice. You found those nuggets?
We're dead. Yeah, dug them out. Yeah. thinking, I don't know what I'm thinking. I think I want you to get the hell out.
Are you talking to me?
No. Talking to Leon. I don't know if he's listening, but he might be.
Alright. You do you, Jordan. Well, I guess Leon's in here. I'll leave this open for now.
Alright, thank you. Ugh. Alright.
Leon's gonna be coming out, so I'm gonna close that.
I did mention this insecurity to was Orion, who in late 2017 I vented to about an earlier incident where a boyfriend I had at the time was giving me a hand job and I just could not get it up all the way or...
So, Joe, we've missed some... It's pretty terrible stuff. This is older stuff, but I want to...
Orion's pushiness was also not a dynamic unique to sexual situations. Orion would often push the limits of my other explicit personal boundaries if he wanted something that crossed them. And there were times I'd eventually cave after he repeatedly asked me for it, even if I was overall uncomfortable with the request. As a lot of the time, saying no hadn't been enough up until then, and giving in would get him to stop with minimal conflict and without me having to try and explain in detail why specific things make me uncomfortable. For example, Orion said this in their twit longer. Quite had a rule that I wasn't allowed to take any pictures of him, but he was allowed to take pictures of me. After promising and begging to take a few pictures that wouldn't and still haven't been posted for memories, he let me take a few before he left. Then later Orion says, I have a video with him to prove we were together at the time that I was able to post only for myself after begging him to take pictures with me because we were friends. Firstly, there was never some rule set up like that, and I didn't take pictures of Orion on that trip. Even if I had, their face was in the public and was something he had willingly shared before I ever would have taken these hypothetical pictures. How this section reads to me is that I had set a hard boundary of not taking pictures of my face. This was because that even back then, I was a faceless creator hoping to maintain that anonymity and had anxiety around any of my personal details getting shared with the public, whether that was through someone leaking them or an account someone used being compromised. But instead of respecting my set, stated, and acknowledged boundaries, Orion kept pushing, saying stuff like we're friends and that I could trust them with those pictures because of that. That's behavior he admits doing on multiple occasions. I agreed to do something I was generally not okay with to try and accommodate something Orion wanted because it seemed important to them. And the part where they said they still haven't posted those pictures anywhere is a lie. Not only did Orion obviously post the pictures of my face because of this current situation, but he also shared them around to people I didn't know at least around or before September 2018, as well as sharing other photos of me that I had taken of myself and only shared with a select group of people. Orion might not have posted them publicly until now,
Damn.
but I think taking pictures of my face that he assured me I could trust him with and sharing those pictures with people I don't know is a breach of that trust.
Oh,
and
yeah.
the way he is now
especially
used those
if you,
pictures to
as the
dox me,
person who is the trustee, like, this person who is entrusting the trust onto another person, you sort of set the boundaries for what is considered breaking that trust. I think, at least. I think that's the way it should be.
and make these kind of false accusations has proved that my initial fears were correct. Going back to boundaries over physical actions, on Skype around April 2017, Orion said he wished he could hug me when I was going through something tough. I let him know that the gesture was appreciated, but that platonic touch was complicated for me, and I generally only wanted to cuddle or have that kind of contact with whoever my partner was at the time. Prolonged contact was my main issue. I was generally fine with hugs of greeting or goodbyes and more casual forms of touch. I have improved with time on this, and I am more tactile with people that I'm comfortable with now, but at the time, this was a boundary I had clearly and directly communicated to Orion. And to his credit, Orion did try to specify that whatever affection he had for me was platonic. However, just a few months later, when we first met up in June 2017, that respect didn't really hold up. You could argue that this is less serious considering that it was the day before we got together, but we also then broke up the day after. And at the time, the line was drawn clearly at platonic touch being uncomfortable for me. And for most of the day, it wasn't a problem. Orion would certainly do some casual touch, but I didn't really mind, like a hug when we saw each other, an arm on the shoulder. That wasn't a problem. Important context to this is that Orion's dad chaperoned us from location to location pretty much the whole day. He was skeptical of his kid meeting a random dude off the internet in real life. He made a point to be there when I first met Orion, would only let Orion be in his car when driving to different places, and when we ended the day at his house, me and Orion stayed in the living room watching a movie the whole time, with him in the room at almost all times as well until I left to drive home. I had absolutely no plans to do anything physically intimate at this point, and it's here where Orion crossed my boundaries in a major way. In the photos Orion leaked of my face, specifically the ones where we're at his house, you can see I'm not the one initiating contact in any of them. I'm hanging off towards the end of the couch, and Orion is constantly leaning on me. When we sat down to watch Moana with Orion's dad in the room, Orion put his arms around me in a full embrace, and I froze up, and he stayed leaning onto and hanging off me for the whole runtime. Again, Orion's dad is there through the whole thing. He's followed us and kept track of where we are the whole day because he's concerned something would happen with Orion. And from the very first time I messaged Orion all the way up until that point, Orion has only ever described his parents as annoying, that he butted heads with them often, and he told me his parents were both physically and verbally abusive on the regular. With all that in mind, I was incredibly anxious, to say the least. I'm trying not to move a muscle or do anything that could be interpreted as me reciprocating or making a move, because the dad is right there, and I'm under the impression he's on a hair's trigger. Orion knew I was uncomfortable with this kind of contact. He knew his dad did not like seeing him do that with me, and it made me feel like I was being used as a tool for Orion to stick it to his father.
It sounds like that sounds like exactly what it was. That is horrible. I realized this was 2 years ago, but I'm truly sorry.
I'm doing right in front of you that you won't do anything about. I know you hate it, and they did that at the expense of my boundaries and my sense of safety in that moment. You might argue, did you really care if you told Orion you had a crush on them the next day? But that wouldn't change that this was not the case when it happened, and that I broke it off with Orion less than 2 days after. That was a scenario I did not enjoy being in, and I was relieved when the movie ended, because it meant I could leave and get away from the position I'd been forced into, the way I had been used for someone else's grudge. There were other minor incidents of Orion crossing this line in the time after, when we were explicitly not in a relationship. After Orion went down a spiral of questioning his self-worth and asking me if we were still friends, he said that when we meet up in February, in the same conversation as the come on bed sheets message, that he requires snuggles. And considering that he's just vented to me about not knowing if I still care about him, I don't want to say something that might make him second guess himself and go down that hole again. So I told him okay. But when we got closer to the actual day, it was still not something I was 100% on. The day before we met up, he told me the same thing, and my answer was another uncertain we'll see. Even on relatively minor things, Orion would not take a very direct no or denial as a final answer the first time around. In 2017, I had a now deleted Discord server that I started when I was much smaller and had below 1,000 subscribers. I was basically just giving admin and moderator roles to my friends and the people I knew at the time. Since even though it was a community server, it was a very small one where most everyone knew each other and that didn't need a dedicated team. In January 2018, Orion asked me to give him a rank with authority in the Discord server. At first, I declined because I had multiple people already in the role he asked for, but as he continued to ask, I eventually gave it to him because he said he just wanted to help send out notifications for my videos. It's when my channel numbers started snowballing and more people were joining, I realized that having a bare-bones server with only friends as staff wasn't really going to cut it. That original decision wasn't because of anything personal to Orion, it was because of that reasoning. As the community scaled, he just wasn't the type of person I wanted in that position of authority. I'll admit, I probably could have communicated that better at the time. I don't remember if we had any discussions about it at length in calls, but after I removed Orion's role, he, I assume jokingly at first, sent a "how dare you demote me" message, which was fair enough. It seemed lighthearted. Not long after that, I had noticed Orion putting personal details of mine in my Discord server. It was admittedly benign ones at first, like that I had a trampoline, but at the time it was something I was very cagey and anxious about, so I let him know not to do that. That's not something people are usually concerned about leaking online, so I didn't
but at the same time, you look at, well, I understand it. It sounds like my boy had not touched grass in quite a bit. Which means he has every right to be very scared.
And him really, and
very,
Orion
very
seemed
fearful.
receptive. Except just 10 minutes later, I have to tell him to stop again because he was telling people I was a bottom, and that hadn't clocked to him as personal. It was a bit frustrating, but again, I let it go. The next day, Orion again tells me to give him his Discord rank back, and I give a non-answer, a tentative, I'll think about it. Where after that, Orion then lists a bunch of reasons why he should have the role. Then, not 5 minutes later, he shares information that, while definitely vague, is language I was not comfortable with being used about me in public at the time. This This conversation is where the looks part us meeting up is fine message that Orion showed is from. As back then I had a video that is now deleted talking about in part when I first met up with Orion. That was something I had revealed publicly, so it was fair game to talk about. Orion was describing me as a cutie in my Discord server, and I understand that's another weird thing to consider sensitive information, but my headspace as an anonymous creator just starting to get any traction was to be overly cautious. Orion seemed to understand this and asked for some do's and don'ts about what he could share about me, which I appreciated. But after that, Orion asked if he can @ me in the server if he has a question, like something he wants me to respond to publicly in general chat. I told him to ask the question he wanted answered in DMs, and it was very nothing burger stuff. So I tell him no straight up to doing that publicly because it could cause other people to start pinging me in the server over random stuff as well. At this point, Orion has shared multiple pieces of what I considered personal info, and I had to tell him to stop more than once, though you can argue that one's on me. But he also wants to be able to ping me in my public server to ask random questions he wants me to give a public response to. I'm not thinking he's evil or anything because of this, but it felt like to some extent he was using his ties with me to gain notoriety in that community. At the very least,
yeah,
this
it sounds
wasn't
like
the
he
type
was
of person
using
I
you
wanted
for
modding my
everything.
server at the time. So my mind was made up and I wasn't going to give him his rank back. 2 weeks pass and Orion asks me for mod again, and I miss it the first time, so he asks again. I'm finally giving him a straight up no here, to which he in all caps says, "I will fuck your ass." And I'm trying to keep the conversation light but still get the message across, so I tell him no again to stop spamming and call him a nerd as an insult of affection after, kind of like he'd been doing through that conversation already. He still isn't understanding though and keeps telling me to give him mod aggressively, so I put it as straightforwardly as I could, stop asking. And only after that did Orion finally cut it out. This was roughly a week before that call in March 2018 where me and Orion fell out and stopped talking. Throughout this entire active situation, Orion has demonstrated a consistent pattern of lying. At one point in a tweet after releasing the initial twit longer, Orion said that I had deactivated my Discord account, but that luckily he got recordings of it, that I was deleting my side of all the messages. These recordings only showed that the Discord account he spoke with was mine and nothing else. I have no idea why Orion said this. He didn't show evidence for that claim, which isn't new, but it's so provably wrong that it's dumb to say if you aren't absolutely certain about it. I showed as much by posting a small update in my Discord server, just saying that I did not delete my account and that I was working on this statement. When Orion got caught being wrong on that, he changed the story to me apparently having used a bot to delete my side of all our Discord DMs, insinuating that I did so because I was trying to cover up the truth or I had something to hide. I don't know why he said that either, because it also isn't true. Orion still didn't prove it, and it's very easy to show that. When I go to mine and Orion's Discord DMs, the entire history of our messages is still there. It was all still accessible from my end before this whole thing, and it definitely will be after. I went ahead and archived the entire year plus of mine and Orion's Discord conversations, as well as all of the text messages we've ever sent each other. And you can look through all of them yourself at the link in the description. Some details in the messages are censored for obvious reasons, like both mine and Orion's personal information, as well as the names of people who are not a direct part of this. Orion claims that I kept most conversations we had to voice calls and to texting on Skype because messages deleted on there after a certain amount of time, implying that I was trying to not leave any kind of paper trail on purpose. This is part of Orion's attempts to paint what he alleges I did as premeditated, that how I behaved in all our interactions was to put him in a position where I could supposedly take advantage of Orion. What might surprise you is that alongside our texts and Discord DMs, I have also dumped all of our Skype messages that you can look through as well. Even if disappearing messages was the reason I had some apparent preference for Skype and not the major feature it had that Discord didn't at the time, video calling, the version of Skype we used back then didn't actually delete messages, it just stopped them from showing up in chat. The only messages that Skype would fully erase back then were the ones that got manually deleted by a user, and even then it was only a sure thing if it was a text message. On older versions of Skype, the pictures you sent to other people and in group chats would save to a media cache on the recipient's local hard drive indefinitely. I managed to get all our messages and most of the images sent in that time frame together. I'll spare you the long version of the process, but if you want the details on how I got these so you can cross-reference the methods I used, they are on the screen for you to pause and read now, and will also be attached as a document in the file folder containing all these archived messages. The claim that I kept discussions to mostly voice calls is false as well. Throughout the entire time we talked, Orion was by far the one who initiated conversation the most. This would most often be in the form of messages asking if I was around, calling after I gave the affirmative, or calling being the first thing Orion did to reach out to me. Oftentimes, if I missed the first call because I was busy or otherwise didn't see the notification, Orion would call me several more times throughout the day, or even just one after another, before finally moving on because I wasn't answering. Orion was in control of how we spoke at most points because he was the one starting most of the conversations in the first place. There are examples of me saying I'm only able to text and him requesting to call anyways. And despite that, I agree because he sounds like he's in distress and I'm trying to be there for a friend in whatever way they need me to. None of that is inherently bad on its own. There's not a problem problem with preferring color text, but to completely reverse the truth of the matter by saying I'm the one who actively preferred voice calls, framing it like I did that all intentionally as a master plan so there was no record of our discussions, is complete fiction. Orion alleges that during the March 2018 call that during our fight I called him a, quote, D-word who thinks she's a boy and will never be. In addition to this, Orion claims that he told me his dead name before we met up for the first time, only to be used around his transphobic parents to maintain his cover, but that after learning his dead name, I would apparently use it to belittle him. Both of these are false. Orion's old Twitter got suspended, unfortunately, so I could only ever recover my half of our conversations, but they are also available in the link in the description. But in every message I've sent to Orion on Discord, Skype, through text, or Twitter that I can still get my hands on, all of which you can look through yourself, you will not find a single instance of me, A, ever misgendering Orion at any point, or B, referring to him by a name other than Orion, as well as like the general gender-neutral words that I still use for everybody I know. While Orion did tell me his dead name, I have genuinely forgotten it since because I never used it outside of the context he told me to. I can only show you that I never did it in text, but I also never did it through voice calls or in person. In fact, the only person you'll see using an insult of this nature towards Orion is Orion himself. Orion would often go down depression spirals that he would end up messaging me during, and these usually turned into him doing a lot of negative self-talk, just disparaging himself in all sorts of ways that I would be trying my damnedest to walk him back from. During one of these spirals in April 2017, almost a whole year before Orion claims I made the D-word comment, he said a nearly identical thing about himself that I immediately say is not true and try to counter-argue. Just like I was doing for every comment Orion made about himself before he called himself a D-word and continued trying to do until the end of the episode. And I was doing all of this no matter how many times Orion said something to try and shoot down my attempts at reassuring him. There is a single message that I could understand if you interpret it as being derogatory or hurtful to Orion in the same way that the D-word or dead naming him would have been. And it's a message where I call him a Lebanese communist. That was followed up by me saying logic as in the rapper Rules with a Z, which I feel shows the tone of that conversation was not very serious. But the Lebanese part was not autocorrect or a typo, and using it in tandem with communist is important to the meaning. As the reason I said that specifically was because I had genuinely been hearing stuff about the real life and historical Lebanese Communist Party. Since it was something I had consumed recently, my brain jumped to that as a silly sounding combo of words to a person who'd never heard it before. If you don't believe me, or that seems like a convenient cop-out to avoid responsibility, I understand. It may seem like a stretch. But later in that same conversation, after Orion said that I like to bully him from the third person, my next message was saying that all he had on me was Asian slurs. If you don't know, I am half Filipino. Orion was aware of this, and it was not a super rare occurrence for Orion to refer to me as a chink or make jokes about Asian stereotypes that were aimed at me. I thought there was more, but I couldn't find any in our Discord logs, just in the Skype chats, and I didn't get any screenshots back when we had these discussions, so I have no way of knowing if I'm misremembering or if Orion might have gone back and scrubbed it at some point. It would just be speculating. But even at the time, mutual friends of ours would ask if I was bothered by Orion making Asian jokes about me as often as he did in voice calls. I say in those messages it bothered me sometimes, but I want to make it very clear that I do not hold anything against Orion for these individual comments or even as a whole. I was not very concerned by the remarks about my ethnicity back then, and I'm still not today when looking in hindsight. In fact, Orion explicitly asked me if I was okay with him joking about it, and I told him directly that I was fine with it. Hell, if you go through our messages, you will definitely see me say some weird, edgy stuff that even if it's taken out of context is not something I'm proud of, especially when having to read it back. The reason
We've all been there.
bring this up is to show how absurd it is for Orion to even raise this as a point against me. By the logic he used with slurs and bigoted action I've never actually even said or done, he would be guilty of the same thing. Not only are his claims of me being transphobic false, I would have been 17 at the time this happened, and it is had focus. Orion claims that his ability as an artist got him in more YouTube circles than me at one point, and that I would ask him to add me to said circles, which he would agree to do for me because I was his friend. He alleges that as I grew myself and made my own connections, the relationship grew transactional. Again, the only thing Orion gave here for me to address is his word, so I'll do my best to demonstrate that this was not the case. Throughout the time I knew him, during these depression spirals that Orion would often fall down, he spoke of how he was afraid of me leaving or saying that I was better off without him. At the time, he would say this was because I deserved better and that I would leave him once I eventually realized that. Every time this came up, I tried to reassure Orion of his value as a friend, not in terms of worthiness or what he could do for me, but because he was a unique individual who I got on with, someone who I enjoyed spending my time with, and because of that, I chose to continue spending time with. He would usually shoot these comments down, but I always advocated that Orion value himself as an individual, instead of putting himself down and acting as if me choosing to be around him was what gave him value. I never thought of doing something for Orion in terms of, well, I did this for him him recently, but what has he done for me lately? When I said no to things that Orion asked for, or wanted to do things a certain way without him, it wasn't a matter of transaction, it was because that was how I genuinely felt on the matter. Orion would sometimes try to bargain when I denied him things, and I almost never took him up on it, and when I did, it would be usually to make the conversation stop. For example, if you buy my snacks, I'll kiss you. You don't want that, do you? If I let you buy the plush, you owe me a kiss, being glaring examples. It happened with smaller stuff too. When I had that weekly podcast, Orion really wanted to be on it, but quite frankly, he was just not the type of person I was trying to have on the podcast at the time, so when he asked, I said no. After that, Orion said he'd make an animation for me if I let him on the podcast. I told him if he did do that, I would very much appreciate it, and that he absolutely didn't have to, but regardless, it wouldn't change my answer. There are things from the Twitlonger itself that show the same mindset from Orion. Like when he says he made my character stills for free, and I only used them maybe once. If Orion had an expectation that because he made the sprites for free, I was meant to use them on the regular as a form of repayment, that was never communicated to me. I even tried to compensate Orion at the time, which they denied, saying talking to them was compensation. If using the sprites was the expectation for them getting made, I probably wouldn't have agreed.
This is horrible.
Does this outfit look familiar?
Awful.
This is the same thing I wore last time I was.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete.
Imagine seeing the girl you love like get fucked. Get fucked. Okay, let's hear it. Makes me. It's unsettling. They have the exact same here about Sneeko pretty regularly. I mean, he's got Twitter. He streams. I mean, he doesn't stream on Twitch. I think he streams on like Rumble or some shit like that. But other than that, I feel like, I mean, he's on Twitter. It's not that canceled.
I also love that you treat this Discord server like it's your PR team, so you have them work on your responses.
Quick, I need a response. Go to memes. Oh my god. This guy is outsourcing memes to a Discord for 14-year-olds. God damn.
Oh.
That's sad. He can't come up with a good one on his own.
Yeah,
So
it's
he's
like me
asking the
grifting your
viewers to do it
content
for
so
him.
that I don't have to come up with my own because I'm lazy
On
today.
Twitter because you're not witty enough to come up with anything on your
Yeah,
own.
exactly.
You have no ability to banter. You can't insult anyone. Anytime you're pushed, all you fall back on is one of three things: soy boy, bot, or NPC, and that's it. You never deviate from this path, which is ironic because you're like literally a sheep. You have 3 programmed responses. You're like the absolute worst character, side character in an MMO. It's pathetic. But
yeah, I think this is true too. I think there's a lot of people who think that everybody else is an NPC, but they're just an NPC of another faction. And they just never really seem to realize this. Because they have the exact same type of responses to things, but it's just the opposite response. And if you have the opposite programmed response, it's still a programmed response.
I'm getting sidetracked. You love to be super public about how much you hate antidepressants and you shit on anyone who takes antidepressants. But with the way you talk in your Discord server, I'm pretty convinced that you're only 2 or 3 messages away from asking your community to source antidepressants for you under the table to help with all this mental anguish you're going through.
What the
And I think that honestly be a good idea. It might help you. But I'm putting the cart.
I think that the guy just needs to get off the internet. Like somebody pulls it. I mean, like the thing is, like if you pull out a gun about a YouTube situation, about a Twitter scuffle, you need to talk to somebody. You gotta take a step back. You gotta talk to somebody. You gotta relax, man. You gotta just take a step back, get off the internet, go walk around the neighborhood, go lay down for a while, just chill out. Yeah, like that's unhinged behavior. That's weird. It's like anytime, like I feel like one thing that like always fucking like it weirds me out. It makes me it's unsettling. Is whenever I know I'm dealing with a person who's unstable. And fundamentally, it seems like the Sneeko guy is unstable.
Oh yeah.
I hate that because you never know what somebody like that's gonna do.
For the horse here. How did we get to this point? Well, I made that video about Sneeko, and I fully planned on that being the only time I ever talked about this asshole. I really did. All I wanted to do was highlight why I personally don't respect him. I know a lot of people criticize me for not tackling his points, and to that I say, bah humbug, this fucking goober didn't make any points. All he did was insult me and my girlfriend. He insulted me and my girlfriend because
I think... Wait.
I made fun of one of his friend's blatantly fake stories. He resorted to childish name-calling like, I'm ugly, and I don't...
Yeah, like, to me, if somebody... Like, this is what I said before, right? If somebody puts, like, a personal insult, like, on your appearance and shit like that, if they put that inside of their criticism of you, just throw the whole thing in the garbage. Throw it away. It's irrelevant. Because the reason why they really don't like you is because of, like, some other bullshit. You're never gonna, like, it's not real. It's not legitimate.
Go outside. That's not making any points. Like, what am I supposed to debunk there? No, actually, my mom thinks I'm handsome, and so does my girlfriend, so you're wrong. Factually wrong. There's nothing to debunk. The whole point of the video was highlighting why I don't respect him.
Damn, I was drumming too hard. I missed this.
On Dragon Ball
Fuck.
Z lore recap
Okay, let's hear it.
bring you up to speed on the points I was making for why I think he is a pathetic piece of shit, and his opinion holds no value in my eyes.
Okay.
Is because he publicly defends Cuties as one of his favorite movies. Cuties was a
Favorite
Netflix
is strong.
film
I didn't hear that.
used real child
I missed.
actresses in sexual situations, so they sexualized real children. A fact that Sneeko himself acknowledges, but
Yeah, and from what I understand, it was more than sexualization. It was like full nudity. Like it was disgusting. I remember hearing. We'll you know, we'll take a YouTube. We'll call this a YouTube memory lane. We're just gonna go back through some of the highlights of the last like 3-4 years.
Maybe it's not just the police that need to do a wellness check. Maybe it's the FBI too.
Yeah.
again, regardless of what the intention of the film was, they missed the mark because what ended up happening is they sexualized the child actresses. That is a problem. Full stop. Even if the
I watched the trailer on this. I don't even know if I finished the trailer. This shit made me uncomfortable. It was.
Oh man, I gotta see this. All right, we're gonna go back, but Asmongold's his Oh fuck, we're missing the Dispatch finale. No, no. Ah! All right, whatever. Fucking, I've got to react Andy to be Asmongold cuties. Yeah, this is a classic. Oh man,
like I don't know. How
I'm not gonna say anything about the Amir Miskiff thing. I think Miskiff is a piece of shit, and I think Amir is, you know,
and it was pretty good.
A tragic series of incredibly unfortunate events.
I saw the cover and I got clickbaited. So did you. You got clickbaited. Thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
Imagine.
It's just I think that's such a dumb perspective to have, and like here's why, is that it's no. This is what it was, right? Is like, so here's what he's saying. Is he's saying that like the point of the movie was not about sexualizing the young actresses. But it doesn't matter because it happened anyway by the nature of creating the content. So like what he's saying is that the movie wasn't about sexualizing them, but he doesn't
There's
understand
like
the fact that
full
even if it's not
child
about
vagina
that,
in the
it
movie,
serves
right?
the same purpose.
Okay, here's what's gonna happen. We need the
very French promo. Mignoins. Mignons. Mignoins.
Of course it's French. When was the last time the French did anything worth, you know, anything? They made fries, and then we made them better.
Is bad. So I thought,
I'm gonna go get another Pepsi. I'll be back. Diet Pepsi. Clarification. Go listen to Win Hell Why. It's really good. It's really good. Girl, you got me thirsty for another cup of wine. Got a bug from you, girl.
Hey, this is just
I don't need no cure.
weird and creepy and using pedo bait to get people to click. Like, that's disgusting. But at least the movie itself isn't gross and creepy. Right?
Oh, if only you knew. With the always sunny switch. Ooh, wait.
Oh my god, the Rotten Tomato score. Holy shit. I have never seen a ratio that bad. Oh my god. So I'm gonna talk about the controversy first. And all the disgusting shit first. And then I'm actually going to give an
5 years
of this movie.
Dude, I'm getting fucking old, dude.
Didn't actually watch it,
Fuck.
and I don't blame them at all, honestly. If you didn't watch it and you just wanted to talk about how fucking gross all this shit is, I don't blame you. I wouldn't want to watch it either. The only reason I'm doing this is because I want to save you guys from getting arrested by the feds.
It's gonna be really funny.
Instead, I have lived a long life. You guys are Zoomers, you know. I am an old, crusty millennial. I am basically a grandma in internet years. So
That's how I be feeling.
Take me, feds. And yes, I did film myself watching it. Okay, so someone's dancing sexily in the laundry room, but I think it's an adult, so I think. I hope. Nope! It's a child! Oh, and now she's twerking. Okay, well, oh, now they're all twerking. Okay. Oh my god, every time I look, there's an ass on the screen. Of an 11-year-old. Why the up closes? Like, why? Why did we need to see her ass as she walked up the stairs? Why?
Now, for anybody who doesn't know who Shoe on Head is, Shoe on Head, her name should speak volumes. Allegedly, it's an old meme from like the beginnings of 4chan. So she's been around. She's probably seen some shit. You remember Joe Rogan? Fucking she was probably same level, probably more. She probably didn't look away from 2 Girls 1 Cup. So if she's doing this, it's gotta be rough, chat. It's gotta be disgusting.
No.
It's gonna be awful.
No. According to IMDb, this is what is in the movie. Lengthy and excessive close-up shots of breasts, bums, and spread crotches of scantily clad 11-year-olds during numerous sexual dance routines. A pair of tight leather pants on an 11-year-old girl are forcefully pulled down while the camera focuses on her panty-exposed bum. During one of the many highly sexualized and erotic dance scenes that purposely exploit and objectify numerous scantily clad underage girls, one of the female child dancers lifts up her crop top to fully display her bare breasts. That was a child? Oh my god, I remember seeing that. I thought that was an adult. Oh my god. I saw a titty. Not a child titty. It was an adult titty.
that's what I'm talking about.
Look at some of these takes about this movie. Are you ready for this? Cuties, Netflix's review. A provocative power keg for an age terrified of child sexuality. Forget the moral panic. Netflix's controversial French import is disturbing and risque, because that's exactly what it aims to be. Thanks to a major...
Why? Why? We're gonna make an actual child porn movie. Because we want to make an actual child porn movie. Why? Ah! I realize I'm quite literally 5 years too late. But when I was like 17 when all this was... No, I was way younger. Oh my fuck. I was like 14, 15 when all this was happening. So I didn't fully grasp what the fuck was going on.
Sexualizing young girls. Did I imagine what my eyes hath seen? Now, one of the reasons I felt like I needed to talk about this, besides the fact that it's just disgusting and needs to be called out, and besides the fact that thousands and thousands of you wouldn't leave me the f*** alone about it, is this narrative that it's only the right wing mad about this. Cuties, the extraordinary Netflix debut that became the target of a right-wing campaign. Cuties, which has angered scandal mongers on the right, is a story of a girl's outrage at and defiance of a patriarchal order. Hey, that's cool. That's great. We didn't need this, though.
These are 11-year-olds?
We didn't need it.
Yeah, these are
Incidentally, I'm a
11-year-olds?
critic who highly recommends Netflix Cuties. The controversy surrounding it seems to be propaganda fueled by QAnon types and anti-Semites. Audiences hate it because there's a moral panic right-wing campaign targeted
my 16-year-old self.
racism and sexism directed at a black woman filmmaker. Wrong. Leftists like Shoe on Head and Vosh are critical of the film.
I wonder
Shoe
why.
on Head is a notorious alt-right asshole. Also, you just tagged 2 aggressive, horrible accounts. Please delete that tweet. You're putting people on the thread at risk. Every left-winger I know was disgusted by this. Every single person I know, from all corners of the political spectrum, were disgusted by this. Like, it was literally a meme.
You remember the ratio? You remember the ratio? What? Where is it? 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 What are we at? 634. Fuck. You see this? 3% audience score, 88% tomato meter. That ought to say something about the people who are drafting up these accounts.
Meme for a few days that everybody agreed on this one topic. I apologize to lib rights.
Yeah, I remember my friend's mom fucking whole ass deleted her Netflix account after this because she was like, yeah, they're a bunch of pedophiles.
In the original,
It's my sister's birthday. That's awful. That's
that was going
horrifying.
around.
I
can
hate
only
that.
find this version.
That's awful.
Just imagine the original one. Everybody was saying, "What the fuck is wrong with Netflix?" I'm sorry. I'm sorry, lib right friends. I'm sorry. For a few seconds, the internet stood still, and there was like this unspoken solidarity. But no, as always, here comes the journo class, right on cue. The blue check
journos.
bourgeoisie.
The blue check
that
bourgeoisie.
everyone who has a problem with this is right wing. Apparently, the outrage started on Reddit, and then a bunch of bigger right-wing voices picked it up and started talking about it, and I guess that's where this narrative is coming from, which is like good and cool. I'm glad that they're talking about this. Maybe.
Yeah, I will say, if there's more.
Between her home life and then her life with her friends. So going into the movie, I expected, well, besides that, I expected them to show, like, society showing all these sexualized, like, pictures and videos of women, maybe even young women, but no. The main character, Amy, actually has to go out of her way to steal a phone from her brother and look for that over-sexualized culture, which was just, like, I don't know, kind of, like, ruined the whole thing. Like, I thought she would be influenced by the world around her, but instead the world around her saw everything these little girls were doing as disgusting. Every adult in this movie, except like one person that was like in the audience. Oh my god, somebody's like, some dude in the audience is like, ew. Police was disgusted at how sexualized these little girls were.
So then, is it supposed to be, or hold
it
on?
was never framed as a good thing unless it was coming from the little girls' perspectives. Like, they thought it was cool and good, but all the adults in the movie didn't. So there was a framing of it being bad. The movie ends, well, I was about to say spoiler alert, but you don't mind if I spoil Cuties for you, right, guys?
No, don't. I was gonna watch the child porn movie. No. Oh.
The climax of the movie
Tell,
is
how
when
dare you.
her family is having
Fight.
a wedding. Her dad is getting married to another wife, and they're having like their big traditional
I
wedding.
don't care. I've got to be so honest. Asmongold, be funny.
What happened.
Naming children in sexual positions is clickbait.
And that is also, by the way, that's the most charitable reading I can give him for that.
We missed it. We missed it.
Like the point, I don't.
POV, you thought writing an SOP would take 10 minutes. Copy paste, resize, format, repeat. Mess one thing up, start over.
I don't even know if I finished the trailer. This shit made me uncomfortable. It was weird. Like, I don't know how you can even be on the other side of that.
Message was supposed to be the opposite. They still ended up contributing to the very problem they were speaking out against.
I watched Cuties last night, and it was pretty good. It's a pretty good movie. I went in ready to hate like everybody else. I saw the cover, and I got clickbaited. So did you. You got clickbaited. The thing about Cuties is it's not an unrealistic film. Like, yes, it shows children in a sexual way, but this is not unusual now. And the people who are really mad about this aren't Gen Z.
Imagine
it's just I think that's such a dumb perspective to have, and like here's why, is that
I remember his point now.
No. This is what it was, right? Is like, so here's what he's saying. Is he's saying that like the point of the movie was not about sexualizing the young actresses. But it doesn't matter because it happened anyway by the nature of creating the content. So like what he's saying is that the movie wasn't about sexualizing them, but he doesn't understand the fact that even if it's not about that, it serves the same purpose.
Yeah, I think it's not to be Asmongold too, and not to think I have a brain, but I think it's a lot like Hitler being like, we're gonna fix Germany's economy and make Germany great again, and we're gonna do it by killing 6 million Jews. I think it's very, very much in that same vein. It's Nick Fuentes being after Utopia, where, unfortunately the the road to hell is paved with... Fuck, I'm gonna shut up. I don't know if that's a good point. It sounds smart. It makes me feel smart, so we're gonna keep it in.
I think that's kind of what happened.
Naming children
Sometimes
in
my
sexual
genius.
positions is clickbait.
And that is also, by the way, that's the most charitable reading I can give him for that.
Yikes. That's rough. You admit that the children were sexualized. That is bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? That means the movie failed in its mission. I don't know what you don't get about that. But regardless, I'm not here to just keep hammering home the same points. Another thing that I talked about for a reason I don't respect him is because he battles with his own sexuality. He is very public about how he used to go to these swinger parties. I think he says 4 in total over the course of like 2 weeks, where he watched his girlfriend get fucked by other men. Even telling the story of how he was literally in the bed watching his girl get fucked by a different man, moaning intensely, and it was traumatizing. Yet he recommends that everyone should try it at some point for some reason.
This was imagine seeing the girl you love like get fucked.
Get fucked.
You love her?
Yeah, I do. I love it. Yeah, I love her. I was about to say I love this bitch. I'm like, nah, let me not say that. I love my
Queen.
And
you allowed the love of your life to get fucked by another man.
What happened to the other? I'm crazy. The first time, as soon as I saw like 3 pumps in, I just got up and walked out. I'm just like, I can't do that. Like feeling traumatic thoughts, like seeing her with another person. It's a lot. It's a lot. But I think it's something everybody should do just to test. I know. You know what?
So my point with this was,
Just to test what?
I mean, I don't think that everybody should do it, but I think if he wants to, that's fucking fine.
Yeah, if he wants to do
I don't
it.
have a problem with this dude and having problems with his sexuality. If this dude doesn't know what his dick wants, that's not my problem. I don't care.
Am I gonna watch my girl
Am I
get
crazy?
fucked?
Like, I don't care. Here's where I'm at. Is that as long as it's consensual, I don't kink shame. I don't give a fuck if you're into cuck shit. You're into femdom? Great. You're into femdom? Great. You're into feet? That's nice. Just keep it away from people that don't consent to it.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're a cuck. I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah, I don't.
Problem is,
I
he
don't
refers
care.
to people he disagrees with as cucks and takes on the tape mentality, so it's a contradiction.
Well,
The reason why it's a
shut the fuck up.
contradiction is that a lot of the people that are in
Yeah, and the reason why that guy's an idiot is because you can. It's gamer words, right? Cuck is a gamer word. It's like saying sigma. It's like calling someone a beta cuck bitch. It's like you could talk to your homeboy, you're like, oh, what a beta cuck bitch. I think it's definitely because he has small penis syndrome, and he just, first thing that jumps into his mind is, oh, gamer word. A little bit of projection sprinkled in there, maybe, for good measure. I don't know.
into this kind of stuff that I've seen at
Fuck.
least have like some form of there's like a humiliation fetish that's built into the proclivity of liking being cucked. So he knows that about himself, and the humiliation to it could be appealing to him.
Might be.
Yeah. Look this shit up. Like I told you guys, I spent 20 years on the internet. Okay?
This guy knows.
I've learned some things in that time. Some things you don't want to learn. But yeah, he needs to be honest about it then. He can't because he hates himself for it. That's why. There's a lot of gay guys that are like that too, or guys that are bisexual. And it sucks. I don't know what you can do to help somebody like...
Let's be real, right? The only shame in liking femboys is exterior. If you're like, oh man, I like femboys, you know, awesome. Someone's gonna be like, oh, you fuck it, I should write a song about that. It's okay to like femboys. Oh yeah, it's female enough. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That, but I mean,
Talk about what do they describe cuties as? I don't know if that's funny.
Why is this the guy that's lecturing everyone on their relationships, shitting on people's relationships, when he himself is in one that makes him very upset and he can't come to terms with it?
That's a very good point. Like, this is actually an incredibly good point. It's not even about whether being a cuck is a good or a bad thing. It's about the fact that, like, he shits on other people for something that he does constantly. And it's like, okay, well, like, yes, but no. It's like you can have a fat doctor tell you to lose weight, but it doesn't really count as much. You know, like a doctor that's smoking. It's like, yeah, sure, but like you know, fucking clean your own backyard first before you start looking in everybody else's. Sure.
Now, if he's open about being a cuck and happy and proud to be a cuck, that's fine.
My man.
But he's not.
Yeah,
it makes him mad every single time. So
all I'm saying is I think that interaction is part of the stimulation. I mean, this is, again, fucking armchair psychologist, but from what I've read many times online over the years, I think it's part of the stimulation.
Why the fuck is this insecure guy the one that's the moral authority on healthy relationships all of a sudden? That was the point of me bringing up that clip.
Yeah.
Now, it's
like me giving tips on, like, all right, guys, to eat a balanced diet, the first thing you want to do is you want to have salads every day.
You want to drink
like, yes,
only
but,
Dr.
okay,
Pepper.
We want to hear this, but not from you.
Yeah.
That was basically the whole video. I summed it up real quick. All I pointed out is I don't respect his opinion because he defends a movie I consider to be child porn. I think any film or any production that
Damn,
has real
I've just had a
children being sexual-
horrifying thought. Have I done anything on stream that would warrant me ending up like, this guy sucks. This mop top guy. You know, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, I suck. Yeah, I make music that's trash and about pedophiles and about fucking, not, you know, having... Fuck, that was wrong choice of words. Apologies on that one. So what if I make concept albums about a guy going crazy thinking that there's pedophiles everywhere after he happens to catch a real one? That's the story, spoiler alert. He catches a real pedophile and then he slowly goes down a rabbit hole of, oh my god, there's pedophiles in the government. Fucking, oh my god, there's pedophiles everywhere. And then in the grand finale, and Ari's like, oh my god, what have I become? Probably because he does something bad. I haven't exactly figured it out. But anyways, I had a point, and now I'm ranting about my solo stuff. Fuck you guys. I'm Mop Top. I do what I want. Suck my cock. Yes, I'm a React Andy reacting to a reaction of a reaction. Shut the fuck up. We do what we want around here.
Should be classified as child porn.
can you play Bleed at like 0.75 speed? Yeah, that's what I. Can you play the one part of Bleed at 0.75 speed? Can you play R? Can you play E? Can you play Unfelt?
That's how I view it. Maybe your
Note for
definition's
note,
different,
too.
but
It's not.
There's some parts in there where it's pretty tricky. I don't know why I'm suddenly bragging. Someone get in my chat and tell me to calm down. My ego's getting too fat. Where's my live chat, dude? I better not be missing anything.
That was beyond reprehensible to me, and him being very public with his.
Yeah, well, again, like Sneeko is like very much one of these like anti-cancel culture people, so he'll always take the side of the media that's being viewed badly. So he thinks that he's having some sort of like really high IQ take for understanding that the purpose of the movie was not to sexualize the child actors.
Oh, wait, are we still on this? I've missed this.
Because he defends a movie I consider to be child porn. I think any film or any production that has real children being sexualized should be
Real children, not only being real child nudity, actual real deal child nudity, and acknowledgement of how terrible it is. It's quite literally child porn, the movie.
be classified as child porn. That's how I view it. Maybe your definition's different, but
it's not. Good. Totally agreed.
That's how I personally view
Yeah,
that
I'm
kind
in.
of content. So him defending that was beyond reprehensible to me. And him being very public with his...
Yeah, well, again, like, Sneeko is, like, very much one of these, like, anti-cancel culture people, so he'll always take the side of the media that's being viewed badly. So he thinks that he's having some sort of, like, really high IQ take for understanding that the purpose of the movie was not to sexualize the child actors. But, again, it doesn't matter because it served that purpose anyway. So I think that's what happened.
cuckoldry and how scarring it has been. It should be a lesson and an example that he himself is not great when it comes to relationships and all these things. And I posted that and it made him extremely upset and he hasn't stopped fucking crying about it for 3 months. So, fast
A
forward
few
to 2
months?
days ago,
I forgot about that.
I was streaming a
I
moist
drummed through so
esports
much of this
tournament,
garbage.
and I went up to go to the bathroom. I had to take a shit. It was a double flusher. So I was on the toilet for quite some time. And I saw a Sneeko post that he's posted quite a few times now, and I thought, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not doing anything else right now on the porcelain throne. I'll play in the pig pen. So I did. For 3 months now, Sneeko's had this adorable little collage that he made that looks like it's straight out of a... So...
Yeah, the original thing I was gonna look up was Hassan and Sneeko. Yeah. I wanna see everything. I know that Hassan is like arrested and all that. Yeah, I don't know.
He just
I
went in,
can't
so
tell.
Is
this
yeah,
looks
I'll
at
do
like
this whenever
Hassan.
I'm
That's the
sitting
only reason I
in
think.
the bathroom, or I'm just laying in bed and I'm
Fucking
bored. I'll
Ian.
go make somebody mad. Yeah, sure.
Dude, how the Titans fall, right? We lost H3. We lost fucking. Who else do we lose? We've lost some fucking heavy hitters in the last little while. iDubbbz, Sam Hyde, right? Sam Hyde is more. He's far more niche. I don't know, in terms of YouTube comedians, EDP, fuck, dude, that guy was legit. The EDP vocoded, bro. Do y'all consider jacking off to be a sport? I consider that shit to be a motherfucking sport.
Pictures of boys from her class that she doesn't like. All about people that have hurt his feelings. This is his wall of shame for people that have insulted him online. What's even sadder about it is he purposely leaves out people that he's afraid of. So Turkey Tom, for example, made a whole video talking about Sneeko and how pathetic he is. And Sneeko tried to talk a big game to him, even challenged him to a debate, which Turkey Tom accepted with jubilation. He was ecstatic. Yeah. And then Sneeko kept ducking him. So he leaves Turkey Tom off of this list because he's afraid to actually talk to him. And he also leaves off quite a few other people, but the most notable other one that is comical for the absence is Brandon Buckingham. Brandon Buckingham is an internet content creator that Sneeko lied about for a long time, and they had a lot of beef, and Brandon Buckingham actually challenged him to a fight. And Sneeko is very fearful of him. We'll get into that in...
Well, the reason why is that the first guy, the Tom guy, it looked like he didn't even have a picture of himself. So it's like a lot of Sneeko, like his insult is based off of physical appearance. So if you don't have a picture to go off, I don't know, maybe Turkey Tom does have pictures. It's just the first one didn't. So maybe that's a reason. And also, yeah, I mean, this is the kind of... Like, there's a lot of guys out there, and this is kind of something that usually most people grow out of whenever they're in, like, middle school. Especially whenever, like, you see, like, a fight in, like, middle school or, like, early high school is, like, totally different than a fight between, like, adult men.
Have you guys ever seen a high school woman fight? Dude, I remember seeing a video that was going around my high school of this one girl absolutely laying haymakers into this other girl. Like, I had always heard, I don't know if this is offensive, I live under a rock. Catfighting is, like, fun to watch, because it's just, you know, it's funny shit. It's like a classic high school fight, but this was, I mean, what was that chick's name? Like, Nina Lou or whatever? Who, like, beat the shit out of her brother and sexually assaulted that guy? She was laying into this poor girl, and I have never seen my, like, 65, 70-year-old principal run so fucking fast. Dude, oh my god. When you catch a good fight, dude, girl power, dude. Oh my god. Girl power, man. Fuck. Women, fight more. Not that it's funny or entertaining, but because guys need to know that women shouldn't be fucked with. Because y'all swing, bruh. Muscle mommies? Yes, please.
You know, like downtown. Because fights between two adult men or multiple adult men is fucking scary. It's really fucking scary whenever something like this happens, because you don't know what's going to happen. A knife could come out, a gun could come out, somebody could fucking die, and you're just right there in front of it. And it is terrifying. So,
holy
this
shit.
is probably some...
Sonic Temple? What the fuck is this? Who do we got? Tool, Lamb of God, Megadeth, Electric Callboy, Polaris, Thornhole, Thrice, Census, Tic Tac, Snots playing, Static X, Napalm Death. Dude, where's Strapping Young Lad? I want to see Gene Hoglan live, dude. Carnifex, dude. Whitechapel. Damn, dude, this is a hell of a set list, dude. Or not set list. Fucking Anthrax, dude. Tom Morello. Lit, Newfound Glory. Buckcherry, Pod, Saliva. I feel bad, man. All the bands that I love are dead, and the only band that I would, like, actively... I don't know, man. Tool into Godsmack, into Lamb of God, into Black Label Society. That's a pretty sick set list. Though who left Lamb of God? Who left Lamb of God? Was it Chris Adler? Did he leave the band? Let me go. 2019. He was in Megadeth at the same time. Formed. What is musician's dystonia? Oh, fuck. Causing involuntary muscle contractions and a loss of control while playing. Symptoms occurred during... Oh my god. That's awful. That is really scary.
Somebody who hasn't really been around a lot of fights that have happened past the age of, like, I'd say 14 or 15. So he views everything through the lens of, could I beat this person up? Does this person look like a person I can beat up? And, like, that's his gauge for things.
We'll get into that more in depth in a moment, but I just need to set the stage a little
Fuck,
bit.
I can't play drums because my stupid sister has friends over, and they're like, "Oh, we're watching a movie. Tell Griffin he can't play drums."
I made fun of you for watching your girlfriend get fucked by numerous other men, and also insulted you for defending child porn. That's not cancellation. That's just spitting on you for being a pitiful, sad cuck.
Yeah.
And this puppy really blew up on Twitter in a big way.
People like that.
Now, I will say it again. What I did and what I am doing right now is not canceling you, Sneeko. I am insulting you.
Exactly. Like, I don't see why, like, you're not getting like, nobody's saying that you can't upload to YouTube. They're not saying that you have to be, nobody's advocating for you to get banned on Twitter. People are just saying that what you're saying on Twitter is dumb. What's the problem with that?
Making fun of you. Something that you were supposed to be a huge proponent of.
I didn't do that.
Right? Wasn't like one of your big things like bullying needs to be brought back.
Yeah.
So now that I'm making fun of you, what, all of a sudden now it's off limits? Now
Well,
it's
yeah, it's the same with the cuck.
Like, this is like, again, like, people have way too high expectations for other people online. Everybody only wants to do what's beneficial for them, and the moment that it's not beneficial is the moment they stop doing it.
Wix. One
Yeah.
platform. Any website.
Yeah.
Unlimited creation. Describe your needs.
You have become the SJWs that you criticize so much. I don't know how you don't realize that. We continue. He says, "You know in your soul you would never say that to my face." To which I respond, "You literally have a collage of people that hurt your feelings on the internet. You haven't stopped whining about me for months now, you goofy NPC. Even if you beat my ass in a fight, it doesn't change the truth. You're still a cuck who also defends child porn."
Well, I like the implication that, like, if you say that to his face, he's just gonna punch you. Well, what do you think happens after that? Like, you go to jail, you spend, like, millions of dollars in legal fees, you look like an idiot. Like, so, yeah, what do you think happens?
Well, that
Like,
one
do
he
you think
already
that
knocked
it's just
out.
like, oh, you punch him and it's this, like, honorable combat among men? No, this is not the way the world works. You can't just have people going around punching each other whenever they get their feelings
Here's the
hurt.
gun clip, dude.
What is this? Yes, a trial by combat. What do you think's gonna happen?
I think this is important to talk about, and I just talked about it recently. When you are getting your feelings hurt
12-year-old
and your
brain,
immediate
yeah.
response isn't to fire back with insults, jokes, whatever, it's to challenge someone to a fight, you've taken a huge L. You've shown that the person has got under your skin, and the only thing you can resort to is a caveman brain of, "I'll beat you in a fight." Sneeko, you beating me in a fight doesn't unfuck your girlfriend from the numerous men that had sex with her in front of you. It doesn't do anything. Everything I've said still stands.
Yeah, this could also be a thing where, like, he's trying to assert himself as, like, you know, he's trying to overcome this. Something like that, you know?
Nothing changes. It doesn't even salvage your ego. All it is a pathetic fucking attempt at attention. And I don't think you believe half the things you talk about. I really think Sneeko just panders as much as possible. He himself doesn't even stand by the things he talks about. I really don't think he has any beliefs of his own. He just echoes what he thinks is going to get him the biggest audience / the most money.
I think that he's, I think Sneeko is one of these people that kind of got alienated by mainstream culture. And then somewhere in the alienation process, they got so radicalized that anything that is counter to the norm is something that they dislike. So anytime that there is a mainstream opinion, they have the opposite opinion. It's like they've been reversed programmed. So, like, instead of agreeing with everything that the mainstream media and the pre-approved commentary comedians have to say in late night shows, instead of agreeing with all that, you just disagree with all that. And again,
Oh my god, he just
the
like me
difference
for real.
between, like, being a contrarian and being a sheep, there isn't one. Because both of them are fundamentally programmed by something that's outside of your own fucking thinking. And so I think that's kind of what, that seems like the guy he is.
Live sheep reaction, dude.
That's what I think. So
Two
this
sides of the
puffing
same
out his
coin?
chest
Yeah.
to challenge me to a fight is clearly attention. That's what it feels like. Because you don't
Sheep
have
of
the
the
same
other herd.
energy for Brandon Buckingham. Brandon Buckingham is more than willing to fight you any day of the week. But with him, you don't want to do that for some reason.
I wonder why.
Do you not stand by your beliefs when it comes to Brandon Buckingham? He has said all the same things about you that I am saying about you.
Well, because you're going to lose the fight. The guy's a professional fighter. I mean, the reason why, like, I mean, Charlie's not a big guy, right? I mean, he works out. I've seen pictures of Charlie. This guy actually fucking, bro, he looks good. Like, I was impressed. I didn't even notice. But, like, he's not a professional fighter. You know? Like, that's, like, you're not going to get in the ring against a professional fighter and win. So, of course, he's not going to challenge the other guy because he'll fucking lose. It's that simple.
So why is he exempt? Why don't you want to fight him? That's so weird. This is what you said about Brandon Buckingham and fighting him.
And then finally, when Brandon Buckingham is down to meet Sneeko, he's there to box him. They're both similar sizes. Sneeko would now rather just sit at home and tell jokes behind his computer.
I'd rather sit at home and yell at a camera, tell jokes than, you know, risk my manhood falling flat for Brandon Buckingham, you know, if I lose the fight.
So now it's suddenly...
Well, again, yeah, exactly. It's all about his ego. Because he knows it's not really a risk.
I'm sick of listening to... I just want to see the...
Which I'm sure...
Where's the gun clip?
They're like 6'4".
And I've been super open about that, which I'm sure you know since you keep saying that you've watched my content, so you probably know that I was never going to accept the fight in the first place. Especially since you're like...
Yeah, that's the thing is, like, I mean, it's not like this is Jack Reacher, you know, or fucking... this isn't
John
the
Wick.
Expendables.
I mean, it's basically
Usually whenever
John
you
Wick.
get in a fight with somebody, even if you beat them, you take a few hits. And it's like, yeah, Tectone. So, like, the thing is, I remember I was talking to Tectone about this because we did the podcast. Tectone, like, it was boxing Cinny, okay? Is Cinny a professional fighter? Fuck no. And Cinny accidentally punched Tectone in the back of the head, and Tectone has, like, a bruise on his brain. Do you think I want that in my life? Do you think I even want the chance of that happening in my life? Fucking no. Absolutely not.
Significantly taller than me, right? Like it wouldn't make any sense. And even though you would probably beat me in a fight, you're certainly not beating me in like an aesthetic physique competition because goddamn, I blow your ass out of the water. Look at this fucking anime character physique I'm rocking. Meanwhile, you're over here with that Abercrombie and Fitch from 1998.
My God.
Now, in Sneeko's credit,
what happened
he
with
did start going to the gym recently. Maybe I inspired him, and you know what? That's great. I'm glad I can have a positive impact on your life like that, Sneeko. Getting into the gym is a fantastic thing, and you're going to feel so much better. And I know you'll start seeing results soon as long as you keep at it.
Oh, he's going to hate that.
Goes very similarly to the others. Yeah. You're not special from the other 10 soy boys who say the same thing. If you got a problem, stop talking on the internet. Let's solve it. So I said, got your Discord still working on responses? Brother, I have no problem. You started it and I made fun of you in return. You're upset about publicly admitting
it's like it's like he's the Sneeko's the one that's like continuing this shit.
Yeah, I'm done with that. This fucking 2-year-old fucking dog shit. There's got to be better reacting. I've been playing React Andy. This is oh man, I remember Pitch Black. What a guy. Scottish Fold Munchkin, dude. Let's see.
The Geico Gecko? I'm like speechless. I love how I saved $900.
Oh my God. It's the most adorable. What the fuck is this?
Master Ken here with another secret street fighting tip. Recently some students messaged me and asked me if I had any wheelchair defense techniques. Wasn't sure why they would ask something like that, but then I started to analyze this situation and realized someone in a wheelchair can absolutely be a criminal. There's no rule that says someone in a wheelchair can't be a terrorist. He could have a gun or a knife or a bomb on him. He could be breaking into my house to assault me or my family, or maybe he's just looking for a can of WD-40. But the point is, he's broken the law, he's posed a threat to me, so I need to analyze him, figure out how do I defend myself against a destructive disabled. Okay? The first thing that he has an advantage of is he is at striking distance with my groin. All the strikes he throws straight, gonna go right to my groin. Gotta watch out for that. Secondly, he can use his body as a weapon. He can throw his limbs at me, and even if I catch one, if I strike it, he's not going to feel it, okay? So I have no advantage there. He is also going to have a very strong upper body. You know how as people lose their sight, but then their other senses increase. They can hear trains or smell mint from long distances, right? A paraplegic tends to be very strong in the upper body because they use it all the time. So if I try to reach and grab the chair, he's going to grab me. I may not be able to get away. And then the biggest disadvantage I have is that he literally has wheels attached to his body. He is what is known as a centaur, which is Latin for half man, half machine. If I'm fighting him downhill on a decline and he starts wheeling after me, I'm not going to be able to outrun him. He's going to run me right over, so I got to watch out for that too. So what do I do to defend myself in this situation, being attacked by someone in a wheelchair? First thing I'm going to do, I got to keep his hands busy, so I'm going to fake high, which would technically be low in any other fight, right? If we were stand-up fighting, fake high would be up here. But if you're fighting someone that is sitting, voluntarily or otherwise, fake high is going to be the new fake low. So chair high. So fake high. Then I'm going to reach down, put the brakes on this criminal, literally decrease his mobility so that I can spin out of striking distance and stun him with a dragon punch to the back of the head. Okay? Now I'm going to use a move designed by the famous dancer Frank Shapiro. It is called a pirouette. I can spin without losing my balance and getting in perfect position to get rid of this wheelchair wacko, take him right out of circulation with a step-through sidekick like so. Then for your trouble, you might as well get yourself a chair.
This makes me wanna see this
Imagine being able to build anything.
this Maynard James
just by
Keenan
thinking
one.
about it. Meet
I
Base
love Maynard
44.
James Keenan. I love Tool. They're
Hey
so.
Maynard, I hear you've been talking some smack about Master Ken and Ameridote. You ready for a little dojo storm?
Master Ken, we received your message. We accept your gentleman's dojo storming challenge, and we look forward to it. But be warned, our positions, your position pressed against our position will be inferior because we will see you coming. But you may not see us. You may not see us coming.
Oh, I'll see you coming, and you'll see me coming. We'll see each other coming. So when you come, you better come hard. Come at me, bro. Because when you come at me, I'm gonna come at you. I'm gonna come at you with everything I've got until there's nothing left.
What's got two thumbs, and is gonna have your ass. This guy.
Nice.
Yeah, well,
Fighting
who's
words.
got 3 fingers and wants you to read between the lines?
Nice. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
My mission to teach the power of my street lethal fighting style of Ameridote has taken me to many exotic locations. Italy, Australia.
What, it's strapped up with the boozy? I love that.
Cleveland. But today will be a first, as I try to convince Maynard James Keenan that what I do works. Maynard James Keenan, of course also known as the King of Pop.
Ameridote seems like bull. I'm gonna stand on that. That's my foundation. Ameridote is bull until proven otherwise. I have an open mind. I'm willing to change it, but I'm doubtful.
To be an innovator is to be misunderstood. I'm sure that people laughed at the Greek philosopher Bon Jovi when he first invented
God damn it, now I want to listen to fucking Tool, dude. I'm just thinking about how fucking sick Maynard is, dude. It's pretty funny. What's the song? It's like, he does that scream. Something like that. Fuck. I need to be in the undertow. Yeah. Where's the song list? This is the song list, dude. List of singles. I don't need to know their singles. I just need to know their fucking list of. Need to know the list of songs. Because I know exactly what the scream I'm thinking of sounds like. It's like, fuck. Fuck. It's not Third Eye. Fuck, dude. It might be right in two. It might be right in two. Let me. Dude, I got copyright striked by fucking I don't mind.
Look at this new kitchen.
Everything is so stylish. Nice, right?
I taught you well.
Jesus Christ. Dead inside. Dead inside. Fuck. I think that was the one. No, it's not the one I'm thinking of, but this one's really fucking good. Dude, look at this front man, dude. Ooh! God. This might be the one. Definitely was not the one I was thinking of. I don't mind. 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 Ooh. One are one, and oh, this might be it. Oh. Oh, this might be it actually. Must die. You must be crucified. 2% you must die. This is definitely the one. This is another great one. I want what I want. I want what I want. Fuck, dude. Dude, why is Maynard James Keenan like quite literally fucking S tier vocalist? Dude, what the fuck? Alright, we're doing more React Andy stuff. I'm so sorry. I don't mind! Should I try and do a scream like that? Fucking. I don't mind! Yeah!
I'm about to get animated like a Pixar character, red in the face with steam coming out of my ears, because I am infuriated. I am livid. I've made a couple videos bringing you up to speed on a situation I've been dealing with U.S. immigration. In a nutshell, our esports team, Moist Esports, has one of the best Apex rosters in the world right now. We're second place in NA, and we're in a really good position to win the major. But the major is happening on U.S. soil, and the red-blooded patriots at U.S. immigration refuse to let our team come in. Our team is Australian. So we are initially...
So it's not even like these guys are from like China or like Iran or something like that, or Russia. They're from Australia? What the fuck?
Blind and had to pivot.
I forgot that this was... Respectfully, I am not an esports guy. I used to compete in esports competitively. I am not an esports aficionado no more. fucking god. This could be fun. Onion News is pretty great. Yeah, people don't talk about Phil
Is the vocal line
Anselmo.
from Cemetery Gates the craziest one ever sung by Phil Anselmo? I researched a lot and came up with these two. Sounds human. And he recorded one song in which he goes It's incredibly difficult to add distortion at such a high range.
I was gonna say, Phil Anselmo, terrible, shitty guy. Pre-heroin, though, arguably one of the greatest metal vocalists of all time. Like, Cemetery Gates, but at the same time, fucking, what was the other ones? Shattered, this one is so good. I think, at least. It's a little... This is my favorite Pantera song. I love this song, beginning to end, man. This whole album... Well, Vulgar Display of Power is really good. He can show you in one night to lure us all to the sea of death! Intoxication! See the death from above! And there's no question to where you have to go! Understand! Just take his hand! He's the medicine man! Oh. Understand! Just take his hand! He's the medicine man! Oh my god, it's so good. I can't believe I forgot about that part. Oh my fucking god. Yeah, man. Man, why are musicians so fucking good, man? I'm like...
Little sip of Perrier here. I had to stop drinking alcohol because I used to wake up nude and hood in my car with my keys in my ass. Not a good thing. Hi, can I help you? No, thanks. It's just flooded. I'll be okay. Beautiful, baby. Beautiful, yeah. Because you're sucked into drinking beer by believing it's a healthy thing. All these beer commercials usually show big men, manly men doing manly things. You've just killed a small animal. It's time for a light beer. Why not have a realistic beer commercial? What's the realistic thing about beer where you go, it's 5 o'clock in the morning. You've just pissed on a dumpster. It's Miller time. It's a scary thing because you realize the first purpose of alcohol is to make English your second goddamn language. Eventually, you may be quite fluent. You may be a Nobel Prize physicist. After maybe 9, 10 Heinekens, you're going, You're speaking fluent drunkenese, bravo. Next thing you know, you get a couple more beers, you've got a friend in a headlock going, I love you, little fucker, I love you. That's the kind of love I have for you, baby, goddammit. And you work your way beyond beer. You go beyond beer, you start into wine. For the very elegant people, a lot of people who are very elegant are in Montauk going, damn it, I wish I could have been there, but no, I'm not. Some people who have, I don't know whether they have the red wine with the fish or the chicken. What's the matter, asshole? They're dead. The chicken's not going to reach up from the plate and go, the red wine. It's over with. No, you know.
Oh, man. Oh, man. Fucking... I think we should definitely listen to Too Mad. By the way, rip Too Mad, but this guy... You have to understand.
I'm a guitar PNG. I'm a rock star, rocking out. The boy do be needing the haircut. Do be needing to cut.
Okay, this is what we're doing, okay? I was on Mario Judas thing. I was like missing the rage. And I went on his Instagram. I was like, he's pretty cool, dude. Look at him. Look at the red hair. He's like a cool dude. So I hit him with the follow. And when you hit with the follow, you see a bunch of other rappers. Look at these guys. Kanye loading. Oh, and guys, we gotta wait for this to load before we continue the video. Oh, it's a picture. Oh, okay. It just occurred to me that rappers' profile pictures are just kind of the bit of the funny. I don't know. So I was like, why don't we just go through all these rappers, you know, social media and just like, you know, have a bit of a laugh. Let's review them. Let's tier list. It's a tier list.
Diamond NOOOOOOoo.
Starting off with Lil Uzi Vert. He's got the diamond that he's ingested purple gem that just be there. It vibing. Anyways, one following. No stylist. Why the fuck is there space between? I feel like he's typing it out. He's just like, my mind's that. I put the space in between. And he's just, you know, that's a good idea in his head. 1600. What does that mean? 1600 Microsoft points? Uzi London. So the motherfucker, I don't think he's from London. Where's he from? What? He lives in fucking Jupiter Go Stupider. What the hell? Yo, Bing is fire. What the Bing looks good. What the hell? You can see the top of his head. 5'4". Can you buy an Uzi in America? Yeah, of course you can. Uzi Kamal. Oh wait, that's a dentist. Can you buy the dentist though? All right, boys. We got dentist in. Did you know? That's a city. What city is? Did you know to click? That's the dentist, guys. What the fuck? That's the new Tesla, guys. Hello, Tesla. Why is this curvature? Like,
Dude, I forgot that Tumad
Alan.
crafted so much of what I think is funny.
Car eyes. Asian. Me too. Let's go. I'm gonna send a message. Baba boy. And then we're gonna get the ransom Nightcore. This is a banger. You already know. Nightcore and bass boosted. Perfect. Alright, send that to him. He's gonna follow me back now, dude. I need to show him his own fucking thing on Bing. I wonder if he knows how cool it is. No! I'm helping him out. You are welcome. Lil Uzi Vert, you get a 3 out of 10 for the no Richter scale. Put 2 spaces in stylus next time. Let's move on. What the dog? Trippy Red. How old is this guy? He looks like he's 13, but he's not, is he? He's 22. He's 5'6". Well, he's got $5 million. You know, you stand on that money. You're good job, man. Cutie fucking little child, dude. You look like a little kid for life. Maybe he has that thing that Michael Jackson got where it turns him into the fucking different being. Twizzler head looking ass boy, dude. What the Yeah, he's definitely he's transmuting into different fucking beings. That's a woman. Those are tuxedos, dude. What the hell is my boy living in the goddamn Hong Kong cardboard cube, dude? What the is that? Alright, so there's Trippy Robe, Trippy Rag, base, 12.4 million followers. Get up, levitate. Oh, dude, you're spitting facts. This looks like the If I was to like go outside to like the mountain peaks of Valhalla and looked up, dude, we'd be seeing Trippy Red's bio in the sky. Trippy Red, if you're watching this, let me get one of them Xboxes, dog. You don't need 3. You need 1, okay? Give me the fucking Xbox. Xbox. Boy! Holy Smokes out now. Let's listen to Holy Smokes. Here we go, guys. We're watching Holy Smokes by Dog. What did Dog do? Banger. That's such a banger. Trippy Red, I give you a review of 1400 because that's your bio. Off.
This is an L.
Flame, Utopia, just straight to the point. Cactus Jack Records, Jack Off Record. Dude, bruh, this man had his own.
Dude is.
I was helpless from his case. It's irresistible. She's body.
Little baby, I don't want.
Dude, I want to jerk off! Addiction. The uncontrollable urge to engage in the most devious and degenerate behaviors known to man. Now, throughout my life, I've seen a lot of addictions. And let me tell you, I feel for these addicts, okay? Like, imagine doing everything in your power not to do something, but your brain is just like, pussy! I understand what I'm talking about is a pretty sensitive subject, and I think if there's one thing we can all agree on, it's that some addictions are just way f***ing cooler than others, man. Which is why today, I'm gonna rank them. Alcohol, the classic. It's the key to a good time and gives you superpowers on the road. It should be a surprise to absolutely fucking no one that drinking is the most common addiction in America. It's so normalized that I'd be shocked if it wasn't #1. Weddings, parties, college life, sporting events, podcasts, beating your kids. Drinking makes everything better. Now, this addiction's also the best way to permanently ass fuck your liver and possibly give yourself cancer, but I mean, I'm not reading all of that. This is an S tier.
I'm just gonna say it. This has to be the lamest addiction on the list. Jacking off 15 times a day? Like, do you have anything else to do? Like, literally anything. Jesus Christ, how many pages on the hub before you throw in the towel? Now, this addiction
Not
can
enough.
manifest into a lot
Dude,
of
it's a
issues,
sport,
the biggest
dude,
one
and
being
I'm a
that the more of it
professional.
you
It's a
consume,
race,
the
and I'm
more
gonna
numb
win.
to it you get. Like, literally anything gets these motherfuckers bricked up. You get so desensitized to what you currently watch and reach a point where you start craving what is only known on the streets as that weird shit. And let me tell you, that weird shit is absolutely foul. Pray nobody sees your search history, bro. Now, unlike alcohol, there's absolutely zero social clout or validation in having this addiction. The only pat on the back you'll ever get for being a gooner is the cop pressing you against a wall after finding your fucking hard drive. Some addicts are so down bad that they pay for porn like it's a fucking Netflix subscription, and
Same.
if that's your case, get some goddamn help because this
I
is
can't. You don't understand that weird shit. It's expensive.
on. Gambling is not
It ain't
an
cheap. Why do you
addiction.
think I'm being a
99%
fucking
of
streamer,
gamblers
dude?
quit before hitting pick. It's just a fact.
I can't make a
You gotta
livable
stop
wage.
listening to this fucking liberal propaganda telling you that, oh, you got a gambling problem? Oh, Habibi, I can't afford to play another round. Hey!
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Never give up.
Never back down, never what?
Yes! Vape addicts are a dangerous breed because these are the type of people that will swear by God that they aren't addicted, but will completely lose it when they don't have their vape. I went to one
I've
of the
seen
most
it, dude.
suburban
I've
ass high
seen it.
schools
I had a buddy who was like, "I'm not addicted. I think I can quit whenever I want." Then he became such a major asshole when he tried to quit. It was, I don't know. Never mind. As a vape addict, you know what sucks? I did quit. This shit sucks. This shit is ass. But I did quit, and then I got back on it, and now I'm not ready to quit again. Just not.
14-year-olds would be
not
dealing
sick.
jewels like they were moving crack. And I'd also see dudes pulling up to
I've
fight
seen it, dude. I've literally had someone get in my buddy's car and not let us know that he had a gun on him, and then he just sort of, he was like, "Griffin, I have my gun. Don't tell homeboy," because they were going to buy vapes from like some aftermarket guy. It was so cringe, and it made me pissed, and we don't talk to that guy anymore. Because he's kind of a dick. I had to chew that asshole out in my driveway for coming over uninvited because he and I had beef. And then he came over uninvited and just thought it was going to be chill. Like, brother, this is my area. You know that I'm not cool with you right now. You can't just pull up to my fucking property uninvited and not expect me. You know, I'm the kind of guy who stands on business. When I have to put my foot down, then I will. You know, I don't take bullshit. I learned a long time ago that taking bullshit is not, you know, I just can't. I can't deal with bullshit, man. I just can't. It's like, if you don't have anything worth saying to me, then I would prefer you don't speak. Because if all you're going to say is shit that sucks and all you're going to do is treat, you know, I don't know, man. A zero tolerance for bullshit on the Mob Top channel.
bathrooms of like $5 worth of jewel pods. Like, dude, you do not have any options. I always hear people saying that vaping is not as bad as cigarettes, so it's not that bad of an addiction. But just because you're less likely to get lung cancer doesn't mean that this is much better. I mean, nicotine itself is super addictive, and depending on how much you smoke, you're pretty much frying your brain, especially for just a kid. C. If you play a lot of video games, chances are that you use...
Hello? Hello? Motherfucker, dude. I'm gonna fucking hurt like a butt cheek.